Town Square Media is proud to present to you the best Quad City sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, Jaybird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City sports talk radio show. We're not the Quad City sports talk radio show. We are your Quad City sports talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the dawn.
Hey, it's Monday. I still don't have the coronavirus.
Aww.
No.
So,
That's too bad.
Despite all my wife's wishes.
Me neither.
What? What's so funny?
Well,
You say that, but they're going to the Division III NCAA. Is it the championship or the tournament? Going to be held at John Hopkins.
Johnny Hopkins. That dude owes me $20.
They're going to be playing it without people in attendance.
Him and Sloan
I
Catterall.
saw that. Yeah.
I smoked pot with Johnny Hopkins.
Did you?
And
And
this morning before the Today Show, because I'm up bright and early before the sun now. Thank you very much, daylight saving time.
that was
I
awful.
am up.
Today was rough because of that.
No problem at all.
What?
No problem.
You're that person. You're that annoying morning person.
I am not a morning person.
I don't
I'm
believe
just
that
up
at all.
moving.
Am I right?
He does get up
He
awful
just,
early.
he just finds me annoying right now. I don't
You're
know what
at the gym.
his daylight saving time is. His daylight saving hanging out.
I'm not even annoyed with him.
Yeah.
It's like 5 other people.
He's at the gym when I'm still in my slippers.
That's not true.
Drinking coffee.
Good job to KWQC, the morning show before the Today Show that kicks off at 7. They were all over that the coronavirus is in Johnson County.
But they didn't tell you why.
I will get to that. But then Today Show, of course, they kick off with the coronavirus. Ooh. I shouldn't say that. I really shouldn't. And then they're like, oh, it's in this many states. Or I think they were at the time, they're at 38. And I was like, where's Iowa? How come it's not highlighted? I don't know why I wanted Iowa to be highlighted for the coronavirus. But I was like, hey, wait a minute. And then after commercial break, they started talking about it again. They're like, oh, 39. They didn't admit their
Is it
mistake.
44 total?
It probably is, because it's only going to spike in the United
Okay,
States.
but the thing is, and I did my
It's
research
gotta
on
spike
this
before it goes
this
down.
weekend. I really did, and I spent a couple hours on this.
Sure.
It is basically just a strain of the influenza.
It's the flu on steroids. They even the CDC even
Right,
said that.
but they
yeah.
said that the media hysteria is okay. Now hear me out, guys.
Okay.
Right around the year of an election, there's always some kind of major health crisis. There was Ebola, if you remember correctly. There was the bird flu. Look up the dates. Look at when they happened. Look up the years. This is not on accident. So not taking.
Well, we
any-
should just call Clemson Carl, because apparently, if you follow him on Twitter, he's a GD expert when it comes to the coronavirus.
He is going to be a doctor.
just
Is he? Yeah.
take your
Actually, I think he- actually,
monkeys
get some
fly out of my
rest.
ass.
Drink your whiskey, you'll be fine. This mass hysteria is just, it's sad.
Is that
to
why
me.
I don't get sick? Because I drink so much booze?
It might be, but people are just freaking out, and it just shows how easily manipulated I think people are.
I'm worried
by the
about
media.
what they're saying in the schools, because my kids both swear, that if there is one confirmed case of the coronavirus in their school, it is shut down for a week.
2
And
weeks. They're saying 14 days now.
And I thought I thought you're supposed to be quarantined 14 days. But anyway,
Yeah.
they said my 10 and 8-year-old, who
Yes.
of course we're going to believe this, they said they're going to shut it down for a week. And I go, you know what? I believe you. And they're like, you do? Because they know their dad's such a cynic when they say anything. And I'm like, I believe you. And I go, I bet you, and it's going to happen. And they're
Yeah.
like, yeah. And I go, yeah, they call it spring break.
Ooh!
Who never did?
Hit the bell. Ding. Oh, where is it?
It's around over there. Anyway, yeah. So, and then I let him know today also that not to worry when they go in
Ridiculous.
today, because I thought, if the cases are in Iowa, someone's gonna say something, they're gonna talk about it. I said, don't worry, you guys are not gonna get it. You have a superb immune system.
Genetics.
That's right. That's what I told him. I said, do not worry. You guys don't get sick very often. You're not this and that. Do not worry about it.
Everybody's like, I don't want to be home with my kids quarantined for 14 days. I'm like, welcome to my life.
Yeah.
This is my life every week. It would be no different.
So, Anyway, a lot going on. Congratulations to the North Scott girls basketball team for winning their second straight Class 4A girls state basketball championship.
Who did?
That is 3 out of the last 4 years. The North Scott Lady Lancers.
Oh, rock on.
Like Metcalf said, their game against Center Point Urbana was a lot closer than the championship game against Council Bluffs Lewis Central. So we have that. Iowa-Illinois game was yesterday. A good old-fashioned game, 78-76. Illinois won. Luka had a shot to get it in, chance to get in to tie the game at the end. Shot was blocked. Got his rebound. Got the ball after the block. Didn't get the shot to go in. Illinois won 78-76. Does not cover the spread, by the way. Iowa won the Big Ten Wrestling Championships over the weekend. Crowned 3 champions.
I saw that.
That was a good day. So they're going to send they automatically qualified 9 for the NCAA tournament. They're waiting on at-large, which I'm assuming they're going to get. It was a good Sunday yesterday. Had volleyball, with my daughter, her last one of the year. Then got to watch the basketball game. Got to watch the finals of Big Ten. Got to watch a XFL Sunday night game on ESPN.
Did you see the link I tagged you in?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I do the beer.
That's my team. They
snake,
have the snake,
Defender?
the beer
Yeah.
or the beer cup snake. DC Defenders are all about it. That's why I chose them.
What?
DC
I
the beer
gotta
the beer
show
cup
you.
snake. You haven't seen this yet? At their games,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
They see who can make the biggest one.
So we have that to talk about. We've got the XFL. See how we did against the spread. And we get to guess the lines. I feel like you're out on the XFL, T-Roy, in the spread.
He wasn't about it this weekend.
Done with the XFL.
He's-
Yeah,
That sport can go.
it's the sport, the whole sport, the
Yeah.
whole
Whole
football.
sport of pigskin.
XFL
Gone.
sport.
Oh.
All
Let's
of
see
football
how
gets
Leah
in.
did. Let's see.
Well, you don't have to do it right now. But we all have to guess the line because tomorrow we have Jake come in. Later on, I get to give you my power rankings after Week 5. Now we are halfway through the 2020 XFL season. We still have an undefeated team.
Yep.
I have to give you my quarterback
Vipers,
power rankings as well.
correct?
No, it's
Who
not
was
the
it? Who
Vipers.
was it?
It is not the Vipers at all.
So Jay was yeah.
It's not my team.
What,
I know
what was
that.
he? Would you just do? Did you just add up how I did?
Yeah.
How did I do?
You did all right.
Okay.
Did you call them all last?
He got him all right again.
Okay, so this is the problem I'm having with this, Jay, because I didn't go to the casino last time you called them all. So we're going to have a little
If
chat.
you look at all 4 and the over-unders, that's 8 different bets I could have given you. I went 6 and 2.
Okay, so today we're
For the year in the XFL through 5 weeks, I'm 15-5. To put that in numerical sense, if you were to listen to me and place $100 on every single bet that I told you to take, you would be up $950 right now.
Okay, this is depressing. Let's not talk about it anymore. Yeah, I used to be that with the NFL. The XFL, I have no idea.
Bomber, you did it the smart way, and I don't care what anyone says, whatever else. You played with house money,
Yes.
and what you did is you did more money line.
Absolutely.
Meaning the money line, it's not going to pay out as much, but it's more likely to win.
Right.
And from there, you played a slow, methodical way with the sports book, which is the smart way.
Correct.
The gambler way is, I'm going to take all those things, make
Yeah.
8 bets in a parlay, put $20 down, and win $3,679.
Mhm. That's why I still have house money to play with because I do it that way. It's a slow build. It's like it's an investment. It's not a.
You really got to know when to hold him. Know when
Well,
to fold him.
I obviously didn't know this week because I didn't bet.
By Saturday afternoon, my 8-team XFL parlay was shot as the New York Guardians scored 21 points. Yes, 21 out of the New York Guardians.
Yes.
In the third quarter to take the over by 5 points because I told you to bet the under, so my parlay was shot.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't do a parlay then.
No, that was just the over, but I hit all 4 on the teams. The
Okay.
over-under is not the easy one to do.
On the money
They were
lines, you
3
got it.
and 1. We'll look at it later. But I had a busy weekend. Softball, by the way, softball started. It was indoor, not outdoor yet, which brings back Coach's Corner, which I put on social media. Maybe it's time to name it something new. We get to look at some of the suggestions for Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner is where I talk about what happened over softball. Usually it's about how all the dumb things I say or do on the softball diamond. But I'm going to give you a report of maturation out of Coach Jay.
Ooh, I like that word. Say that
Yes,
again.
a report of maturation out of Coach Jay.
I like it.
And I don't know. I don't know where it is. We have to get our finger on where it is that I feel like I have matured in my coaching ways.
Okay.
So
Evolved.
I'll let,
Let's not say mature. Let's say
yeah,
evolved.
evolved.
Yeah, I like
Evolved
that
in my
better.
coaching ways. So Coach's Corner is back, but we get
An
to rename
evolution,
it.
if you will.
An evolution.
Yeah, we get to rename it as well.
Yeah.
So, but how was your weekend, Troy?
Crap.
No.
Aww.
But you got a big weekend coming up, pal.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just bundle
I'm
up
sure
all
my
that.
wife will ruin that
Let's,
weekend for me,
let's
too.
bundle up all that energy for this weekend and just start putting into some smiles, some laughter, have some fun.
No,
Oh, where's my T-Roy
apparently I'm
today?
tiresome, Jay. So.
That's what. Hey,
I
that's
won't
why.
use the word I want to use to describe her.
That's why you've got to get out of the house a little bit. You're around too
Comes to the
much.
club.
And
Oh, my God, I need some separateness in my togetherness. I can tell you that right now.
Need to go back to Mexico.
I wanted to just go back by myself and stay there.
Well, right. Like I just said, these boys are complaining. He just was on vacation. I haven't taken a vacation in almost 10 years.
You're not married to who I'm married to.
No, I was married to worse. Don't even start. Give me a break.
Always pushing me, making me do stuff I don't want to do.
Wow, that's marriage. Welcome.
it's just maybe you're right though. A little separateness with your togetherness.
Yeah, everybody was busy this weekend, though. So who am I going to go hang out with?
Hi.
Yeah,
Well, I always have
boy.
my kids. But
That
I
was the
mean, I
thing.
have a deck and a patio, so.
Jay's busy. Everybody else is a big bag of suckers.
I
this
did
weekend.
invite you. Hold on a second.
I know, but
It was early though, but I
but
thought
yeah, but I couldn't do that time.
I looked at like
Once I saw it, then I knew I couldn't do that because
60
Adolf Hitler at my house won't let me out at that time.
Please. All right. 65 degrees out, 66. I'm looking at the weather early in the morning. It's like 8:30, and I said, I'm going to text my buddy T-Roy.
I know.
At the peak time, we have 1 hour. The sunset with daylight saving time. Thank you very much, daylight saving time.
Oh, I hate it.
Why? I don't know.
Oh, I hate it.
See, I wish it would just stay this time.
Me too.
We
all
set all
year.
my clocks in my house.
Okay, and I didn't put it on Twitter, but I did put it on Facebook. This entire breakdown of daylight saving time and like your what's the word I'm looking for, the amount of sunlight where it sets, it rises, everything else that you need.
Yeah.
It actually, if you get it if you just stick to this time year round.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect
Yeah.
you and
Yeah.
everything else. We won't get the seasonal affective disorder. It makes zero sense. This all started to save energy. Now they can't even prove that it saves energy.
Who came up with it?
The
Save
government.
energy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The
Yeah,
government
there you go. You
came-
want those idiots running our...
What?
And why can't it happen on a Friday
during
at
the
4
Kor-
o'clock?
during the
It has
Korean-
to happen on a Sunday.
Yeah, Korean War or something like that. I can go back to my post and read it to you, whatever else. But like originally, I always thought it was for the farmers, but it wasn't at all. It was to save
Nope.
energy.
Yeah.
And that's why it actually starts now. Why spring ahead is earlier now, fall back is later. Is for
Yeah.
energy. It just honestly, this is one. If we're gonna sit here and argue about things and be like, oh, the Iowa caucus needs to go, it's archaic. This right
needs to
here
go.
is archaic.
This
Yeah,
is so
this,
meaningless.
Just stick to what time we're on right
Yeah.
now.
Just leave it. It's so worthless.
There's
I
Listen,
hate
if you want to get up early in the morning, then you deserve to get up before the sun comes up. That's my thought. Screw you. That's on you, not on me. All right? I want my sun to last so that when I'm grilling,
Yeah.
I can see what I'm cooking.
Oh,
Now, can I go back to my woe is me story, Bomber?
yes.
Oh, all right.
I
So
would
I
love to
text
hear
my
it.
buddy T-Roy, and I look at the optimal time, the optimal temperature, and I think, look at this. The sun's going to set at 7:10. We go home at a decent time, make the lady friends happy.
Not my house.
The lady friends, I like that.
So I say, hey, we're going to play some bags at 6.
Oh,
We'll go up to Pints,
yeah.
get on the patio,
I didn't see it.
I
play
love
some
the patio.
bags, and then I'm thinking 6 to 7.
Mhm.
Boom, I'm out, I'm gone. We got the Iowa basketball game that we can put on and listen on the patio the first
So
half.
many activities.
So many activities
So
to do.
many.
Where's Huggy at today?
Not a single text
Crickets.
back.
You got stood up by all your
Not like it's just ghosted.
broheims. Just
Ghost. Broham's one. He's in the
Wow.
same room as me. I texted one person.
and you're
I didn't-
complaining about not being invited.
It wasn't that. It was like,
Do you see what I have to deal with, you guys? Do you see these girls that I have to deal with? This is why I'm wearing my ringmaster jacket.
I had like I thought I was going to have like a
Circus.
2 o'clock to maybe 5:30 window, but somebody went shopping for 4 hours.
Well, we do that. Target. Have you ever been there? It's amazing.
No. Well, you know what? Maybe she'll start getting the groceries again.
Oh,
You know
see,
what?
I'm on team wife side because I used to go shopping. Where you been?
I don't
I'm
mind.
buying things for the family.
But when
For
you're
4
gonna
hours, yes.
yeah, see, she wasn't buying stuff for the family.
Oh.
Leah, that ain't what she was doing. I buy the groceries.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I take care of
But
things.
bum. Oh.
She
yeah.
comes home from work and she has dinner made for her majority of the nights of the week.
Okay, well, good for her. That's cool. It's teamwork.
You know what she's going to get when she comes home from work tonight?
Cereal?
No, nothing.
No! Not even
Walking
cereal.
out the door the minute she walks in. I'm not saying a word, just walking the hell out.
Well, that's good communication. I have a good feeling about this for you. It's going to go well. I'm rooting for your pull, though, buddy.
Been thinking about it all day.
Think about it all day?
Yeah.
How am I going to get her back?
Yeah. She has no idea it's coming either.
None at all.
She'll come in. She's like, "How are your day?" I'm gonna go, "Fine." Put my coat on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and and it's raining. I was gonna say you haven't started golf league yet, but
well, now And speaking of golf league, we did win the championship yesterday.
You guys did for your team?
No, our DFS, no.
But anyway,
what championship? What do you mean?
The golf championship
For Golden Tee?
No. For the league.
How'd you win it yesterday?
Me and Money are the champions.
You just
we did it in the morning.
We are the champions.
Before all this.
Can you explain to me what you're talking about?
Nobody knows.
We had to postpone our league championship thing because no one could play.
So the league championship from 2019.
Yeah.
You guys got.
We got it in yesterday.
And you got it in yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you like spend the week, the off season, like at the clubhouse preparing for this? You just came out your first day out and just killed it like that?
Well, I mean.
Or were they a little bit more? The other team a little bit more rustier.
They probably just sucked a little bit more than we did.
Yeah, they're a little more rustier than you.
Okay. I would say that's probably it. I would say no.
Did you say more rustier?
Yeah. What am I supposed to say?
More rusty or rustier, not more rustier.
Thank you.
Good gracious.
She's right.
It was
good
geography
teacher.
Yeah, the English teacher.
Yeah.
Woof.
You don't have to write him like that.
Well, I'm proud of you. Congratulations to the 2019 champion in front of me.
Yeah, other than that, then really, I mean,
that's why you couldn't play bags. Your back was sore from carrying money all morning long.
I like it. See what he did there?
Made up with him just like that.
Boom. Yep. Best friends again.
There you go.
I was never mad at Jay.
I know he wasn't. I give him a hard time. All right, let's take our first break. Come back. We'll talk about the Davenport North boys basketball team. Their send-off tonight. That's going to be at Steel Plow. I'll give you a little information about that. We'll look again at the Iowa-Illinois basketball game. And we'll talk about Coach's Corner and a few other things.
Front Street Brewery is the oldest brew pub in Iowa there, Leah Bombs.
Is it?
Uh-huh. It's right there, right along the bank of the mighty Mississippi River in Davenport, Iowa.
Awesome.
Been serving fine beers like the Davenport Gold, the Wise Guy, the Raging River, and the Cherry Bomb Blonde, all since 1992.
I love the Cherry Bomb
Check out
Blonde.
their Facebook page for their food and drink specials, Leah, or you can go to their website, www.frontstreetbrew.com.
Okay.
Yep, that's Front Street Brewery. The restaurant is located at 208 East River Drive. The tap room is in the Freight House Complex.
Love it.
This is Adam Rosso from Hawkeye Headquarters, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Don't settle for the aggravation of sunken concrete around your home or business. Call Top Notch Mudjacking to fix your uneven concrete. Let us raise those sections that can cause unnecessary wear and tear to your vehicles at a fraction of the cost. We also offer joint and crack sealing to prolong the life of your concrete. Servicing residential, commercial, and industrial areas. We offer warranty, senior, and military discounts, and free estimates. Check us out online. Top Notch Mudjacking. Don't settle. Jack it up.
Celebrate this St. Patrick's Day with a 4-day blowout at Circle Tap. Saturday the 14th through the 17th, enjoy $2 Bud Family cans and $3 Bud Family tall boys all 4 days. Saturday, see Nashville recording artist Ben Rue at 2 p.m. Sunday is $7 Big Ass Bloody Marys and world-famous corned beef and cabbage all day Saturday and Sunday. Try your best at the rib eating contest on Monday and get your Irish on Tuesday. It's a 4-day St. Patrick's Day blowout the 14th through the 17th at Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
The Will Kane Show.
Joe Judge became head coach of the New York Giants. As I walked up today in the hallways, Mike A gave me that good to see you smile, but it's more like a wince because Nuno was nearby. We weren't really worried about anger so much as hurt feelings.
It was an apologetic look, like you'd see when you know somebody's had a rough day, like, how you holding up, big guy? How you doing, champ?
Wait a minute. We're all about honesty here. No one's like that. We want to see each other miserable. Like, that's what everyone was hoping for, is that I would be miserable, because it would have just been great for the show, right? Like, I would have to produce this show, and on a Monday after Jason Garrett's just sitting here clapping away, and then I can't even speak.
And just out of curiosity, not for any personal interest of mine or Mike A's or Bubba's, how miserable are you?
The Will Kane Show, 2 till 5 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
When storm damage hits, All Major Restorations is your insurance claim specialist. Loose or missing shingles, dented siding, or damaged windows. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities works with your insurance company, making the process quick and easy. The insurance company has people fighting for them. Let All Major Restorations work for you. Residential, commercial, and industrial. There's a reason they have an A+ accredited Better Business Bureau rating. Storm damage estimates are always free. Visit amrestorations.com. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities.
Escúchame, it is Dan Levatation, ESPN Radio.
It is funny to have a coach say, no, I didn't mean to call them thugs. I meant to call them slugs. And I just want to officially parse the dumbest possible way we could ever discuss race in sports. Did the old guy mean slugs or thugs? If he meant thugs, racist. If he meant slugs, just good coaching. Maybe he's just old and made a verbal mistake because they fly around a lot and he's old. It is a great defense, though. It really is, because I believe him. I believe that he meant to say slugs.
I mean, it's really the only defense you can go to, right?
Racist!
I'm old. I meant to say slugs.
No, slugs! I'm just old, doddering. I'm not racist. Just old.
The Dan Lebatard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Sensitivity, understanding, and a tradition of kindness and caring. It's so important when a family loses a loved one. Call on us, Wheeland Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, for all your service needs. You have our single-minded attention to every detail. With a range of choices and services available, our professionalism, and our deepest sympathy. Wheeland Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, Rock Island, Milan, Reynolds, and the Knox Chapel.
Keep your eyes open for signs of spring, unless the Astros steal them first. This is your home for the Chicago Cubs, ESPN 1170 AM.
Coachella. Anyway, we're back here in the Castle brought to you by Dunright Satellite Dish. And you're listening to Don't Hassle Us a Local on AM 1170.
That's a great question. Isn't it just where like a bunch of social media influencers go to hang out? And their
Coachella?
bands?
It used to be about music. It's not anymore.
Yeah. Is it going to be canceled? South by Southwest is canceled.
Oh, no.
What's South by Southwest?
It is a movie and like music festival down in Austin, Texas, which was even though Austin's really large, it's a big for the community. A lot of money usually goes in there. It's like a Sundance, but it's also music as well. So it does kind of sucks for some of those. I don't know, any movie for early Oscar buzz or anything like that. I haven't been there, but I feel like Bomber's been down there.
Where?
It's South by Southwest. That'd be a place for you.
I don't know.
Like Summerfest, but like a lot
They
bigger.
call it Bomberfest. I think we need let's do a Bomberfest.
We need a
That'd be amazing.
Bomberfest
And then
here.
we'll do like that one guy did, and we'll just set up a bunch of tents, and nobody shows up.
Fry Fest. Firefest, or whatever it was, yeah.
Just take the money and run.
All right. Tonight at the Steel Plow at 6 o'clock, the Davenport North Booster Club and the Davenport North parents are going to have a send-off to state for the Davenport North boys basketball team. They will be leaving to go play tomorrow night. They're playing Ankeny Centennial at 8:15 in the first round of the Class 4A State Basketball Championship. The Davenport North boys basketball team is their first trip to state since 2003. Wow. To put that in perspective for you, the last time they played at the state basketball tournament, they played in Veterans Memorial Auditorium, where they don't play it anymore. Now they play at the Wells Fargo Arena.
Did they even tear that down?
Huh?
Or is it still there?
I'm sorry, what?
Do they tear down Veterans Memorial?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I had this question, actually. I should have looked this up. I had this question a couple of weeks ago. Someone asked me that. So congratulations to them. The send-off there. And good job to Steel Plow. They're going to take care of the food and the drinks for the boys basketball team. And so
I love Steel Plow.
I know the boosters and the boosters and the parents out there are asking for the community to come out and show their support for the Davenport North boys basketball team. No word about it. The Lancers are doing anything. They're heading off to state as well. We talked about them last week with their buzzer beater, but thanks to Steve Wellman for reaching out to me and telling me about what's going on tonight at Steel Plow at 6 o'clock. So go stop by there, say hi to the team, wish them luck, and good luck to the Downport North Wildcats. All right, do you want to go over the XFL?
Okay.
Okay,
Go,
XFL.
Troy.
Yes. Hold on, let me give you the sheets here, in case you need anything. The XFL Week 5 is in the books.
Yay.
All right. So, again, well, did I not?
Week 5.
We got power rankings.
Okay.
You have Saturday's game and Sundays. I tell you what. First things first. Good job to Brown's backer. He did his hot mic on Sunday night. That's not easy to do. He did it alone. He did the Tampa Bay Vipers, Los Angeles Wildcats game. But it ended up being in a scoring frenzy. So I'm sure that was a lot of fun for him to call at the end. But he did a good job on hot mic. So follow him on it's the J Crew on hot mic, and he'll be doing I think he's doing a couple other games, but he's also going to be calling WrestleMania, I believe, this year. So Saturday, you got the Houston Roughnecks at the Seattle Dragons. The line was
I thought it was Seattle at Houston.
Seattle at Houston, sorry.
It was past Saturday.
Yeah. It was Seattle at Houston. What was this, 12? 12 and a half when we guessed this line?
It was 12 and a half when we guessed the line.
And did I tell you that was too many points?
That's what you said.
I did, huh? Weird. So Houston Roughnecks won 32-23. Either way you look at that, if you're dyslexic, it still comes out the same. So they did not cover spread. Who got that one right? Out of all of us, not just me.
Adam and Jay got that right.
Okay. Seattle covers the 12 points. And the over hits as well. What was the over?
I don't know.
Okay, the over hit. 49?
I don't have that written down on
Okay,
this.
I think it was like 49. And
it was, hold on.
Mhm.
Here it is.
Just having a rough start to the week, aren't you?
It was
Troy?
45 and a half.
Love you.
Killed it. I told you take the over.
Okay.
New York Guardians at Dallas Renegades. This was Renegades minus 7. New York Guardians won this game 30-12.
Huh.
30-12.
30-12.
Landry Jones did not play.
Landry Jones did not play. Philip Nelson, the former Instagram model, played instead. Landry had a tough outing
What's an
last time.
Instagram model?
He's on Instagram.
That
Luis
means people think
Perez,
you're
who I
hot
said
online with
took
filters.
over Guardians, but this total was 37.
So 42. Did
It
you
went
say
over.
to go over?
I told you to go under.
Oh, so you got that wrong.
Yeah, let's not focus on the ones I got wrong. It's only 2. There's only 2 out of 8.
All right, but you did take New York. You're the
I
only
did take
one.
New York.
Only one that took New York.
We did take New York.
We
Thank
gotta
you.
listen to Jay.
Take New York. Plus 7.
Sing
Don't
it,
point out the ones you
sing
got
it.
wrong. Make sure you point out the ones you
No, you can point. I'll point them out for you. The St. Louis Battlehawks
He's talking about
traveled to
money
DC Defenders.
Jay's team took on Leah's team.
Mm-hmm. The Battlehawks were favored in this game as high as what is it? What did you have on there? When
4.5.
went there? 4.5. It got up to 5.5 by kickoff. It was 5. The over/under was 40.
39.
39. The final score: St. Louis 6, the DC Defenders 15. Cardale Jones started this game.
He got pulled.
He threw an interception on his second attempt. He got pulled for I can't remember if it's. I think it's Tyrese Jackson.
Yes, it was.
Okay, he was 9 for 14, only had 39 yards, but managed to get the win, 15-6. The under hits. I told you to take over. There's the other one I got wrong.
Too.
Yep.
You and Leah both got the.
I
Team, right?
I did tell you to take the points. I said take the home team and the points in this situation. Defenders are now 2-0 at home. Okay. 3-0 at home against the spread. And the final game, the night game, Tampa Bay Vipers 34, Los Angeles Wildcats 41. The Wildcats going into that, I think, when we were on the air on Friday, it was -3 Wildcats.
It was minus 2.5.
2.5.
Wildcats.
Stayed there. I loved it. The over
under was 40.5.
40.5. And I think it even ticked up to 42.5. Told you to take the over. Told you to take the Wildcats. Wildcats win this one 41-34. The over gets destroyed. Jeez. And the best part about this is Tampa Bay was coming down the field to tie this, come down to put a touchdown in there. It would have made it 40-41. They would have had decided to go to 1, 2, or 3, meaning also the spread was kind of there. And quarterback threw an interception in the end zone to end the game. Sweat it out, but guess what? It was worth it to go 4-0. I'll take that. That's the second time this year I've gone 4-0.
You're doing amazing.
Week 1, 2-2.
I'll give credit where credit is due.
Week 2, 3-1.
No, 4-0.
You're 15-5.
Week 2, you're 4-0. Week 3, you're 3-1.
3-1. Week 4, 2-2.
Yes.
So you're 15-5.
Week 4, I'm 15-5. Week 4, 3-1. Right? And week 5, 4-0.
Yeah.
15-5
Yeah.
for a plus 950. I'll take it.
There you go.
I'll take it. And I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if it goes away after the championship. I've got this run, and they can't take it away from me.
Can't take that away from me.
So I don't care if this is like being king of 4-year-olds at preschool. I don't care if everyone's looking up to me.
King of the world.
I don't care.
You're
I'll
doing
take
great.
it.
I'm impressed.
King of the cast.
Just paying attention and moving on. What can I do?
The most I ever got in a row was 12, and that was NFL though. But that's easier to study.
Well, what is your power rankings?
Well, let's look at we can look at the power rankings. Last week, going into week 5, the power rankings were as this: Houston was 1, St. Louis was 2, LA was 3, the Renegades 4.
What about IFL action, by the way?
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Oh, I'm not.
Give me the numbers on that, okay?
Well,
I'll give you the results, and then tell me what.
Give me the results. So the Quad
Steamrollers
City is
won.
at CR.
54-39. Give me that number, the over/under, the 50-something.
Over/under.
That you guessed. Somebody guessed.
I guessed 70.5. With a -7.5 spread. Jay, you were 53.
I said
Bomber 53.
That's the one Doug said. The Steamrollers will score 53 points on
What
their
did they
on their
score?
54.
Dang it!
Yes.
Arr.
Jay had a 77 over/under.
Yeah, they got that
I
at
thought that was just too high. It just didn't
yeah,
sound right to me.
93, right? Yep, that's a 93 for a total. You got to keep that.
And the spread was 15.
Son of a gun.
And Jay guessed 18, Leah 15.5, I just 7.5.
Good job, Bomber.
Thank you. I tried.
And then the San Diego Strike Force, featuring Tito Santana and Rick Martel.
Yeah.
Against the Bismarck Bucks, the Strike Force win 50-36.
50-36.
So these indoor football games are just super high scoring.
So I had a 74 over/under.
Yeah, 86 is the total.
Bomber
right?
had a 76. Jay had a 68.
Jeez. Backwards.
What
If
was
we
it,
did once again.
86?
86, yeah.
It
if
was
you're
a
dyslexic.
14-point spread. Leah
Yes.
came the closest with -12.
Good job, Bomber.
Thanks. What do I win?
A high five. A good job.
I like
Way
high
to go,
fives.
Bombs.
Cool. Thanks. Appreciate it, fellows.
Well, there you have it. So our Steamrollers off to a 1-0 start.
Nice. Love to see that.
All right, Jay, what's your XFL power rankings? We're going to start doing your power rankings for IFL, too.
Okay.
You need to start
I mean,
posting
you're everything
them,
football.
And you need to take percentages of the wins. I think they call that a bookie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take a little
It's
juice.
illegal, though.
Not really if you
we
don't
need-
post it online.
Yeah. Well, your power rankings for week 6, going into it. All right?
Okay.
I'm trying to see exactly where the numbers are. At the bottom, at number 8, is your Tampa Bay Vipers.
Whoa.
Yep, I'm sorry. They're back.
Better than Seattle.
No, they're not.
They keep going
Seattle's
lower
got
and
a
lower.
better quarterback.
Seattle.
I'm telling you right now, it's in the quarterback rankings. B.J. Daniels is better than Cornelius, the quarterback for the Vikings.
Cornelius Bennett?
Yeah. 7, though. 7
Who
will
names
be
their
the
kid
Dragons.
Cornelius?
7
Come here,
will be
Corny.
7 is the Dragons.
Cornelius.
Do you go by Corny or Elias? Like, what would you choose as a nickname?
Corny.
Corn. Seorn.
At 6.
Neil.
At 6 is the Dallas Renegades.
It's terrible.
Okay. This is not, they're not moving too much here. At 5. At 5 is the New York Guardians. But they, you know what? I'm flipping that. I don't care. At 5 is DC.
These are your predictions.
Yeah, this is their power rankings as of right now going into week 6.
Okay.
At 5 is DC Defenders. That quarterback thing is not good right now. And they small balled that all the way through the thing. They just pounded the ball with Presley over and over again. He had 115 yards rushing. DC is in some real trouble. New York is your number 4 team. Although they lost, it was on the road. St. Louis is your number 3 team in the XFL power rankings.
I don't know.
Number 1 is the
Number
LA
2?
Wildcats.
Number 2, you mean?
Number 2. And at number 1 is Houston Roughnecks. Now, LA is only going to go as far as Josh Johnson's going to be, and he's got to be on. He did not have a strong start in that game. He did throw an interception, but he ended up bouncing back, and in the third quarter went off. He ended up with 4 touchdowns, 288 yards passing. Trey McBride did not have a big game
New York
for them.
over St. Louis right now. I'm sorry.
I'll take St. Louis over
Depends
New
where
York.
it's played, to be honest with you.
Home team heroes.
That's what I think.
Luis Perez, man.
I agree, but the throwing Simone, I'm with you. I will hear the argument about that the entire time if it's in New York. If it's in St. Louis, no can do. That fan base, LA Wildcats, you're in some serious trouble, my friends.
Hero.
You do not have the home support at all like the DC Defenders or the St. Louis Battlehawks. That was a bad look last night.
You have DC, where you have DC 5?
DC at 5.
5 but on your list, but number 1 in our hearts.
It was not, the optics were not good last night for the number of people that were in attendance on a prime time Sunday night ESPN game.
I looked it up. I saw it. It was depressing.
No bueno.
Maybe there was virus fear.
Maybe. It's possible. I mean, I guess I didn't even think about that. Bomber, there's still got to be a legitimate amount of fear, a little bit. I mean,
Not at all. I have no fear whatsoever. 0, 0, 0.
it's going to get higher in the United States
Okay.
than it is right now.
Still not going to have fear. Because the influenza is killing 50 times as many people and nobody's freaking out about the flu shot.
Not at this rate. Not since the Spanish
Ridiculous.
influenza.
Turn your TVs off, y'all.
This
Turn
isn't a
it off.
political thing.
It's not.
Just
It's
look at
not.
the rates. It hasn't been this way since the Spanish influenza.
Thing.
Yes.
It's a common sense thing.
It is. The numbers are exactly the same at the spike rate of the Spanish influenza.
Turn your TVs off. Chill out. Live.
I didn't do this on TV.
Live and love your family. That's all you got to do. Eat right. Brush your teeth.
I'm with you on that.
Clip
Wash
your
your hands.
toenails. Live right. All right.
Clip your toenails.
Clip your
You
GD
can't have a bunch
toenails.
of dirt under your nails.
You know, wash
That's
your
one of my pet
hands. Get rid of
peeves.
the Purell and just use that antibacterial soap. 20 seconds. That's all you got to do. Say the alphabet. You're good. You're good to go. My kids know this. They're 5.
I just
and
don't
9.
want anybody to. I don't want to see like some video like I did of some woman stealing toilet paper or paper
From
towel
another woman.
Yeah, from another woman. I don't want to see this
Women
stuff.
fighting over toilet
I told you about the video at Costco. I mean, it was like 400 people in line. It was wrapped around the building. It's insane. Cray. It's cray. It's cray.
What are they worried that you're gonna?
I have, first of all, and I'm a Second Amendment lover. So, who's gonna go hungry? Who's gonna go? Who's
You
gonna
always
run out of
wipe your
toilet
butt with a
paper?
rabbit.
Yeah, or leaves. You know,
Did you hear about the bear and the rabbit?
clothes. Cut it up. The bear and the
Yeah,
rabbit.
yeah.
No.
Bear asked the rabbit if he had a problem with poop sticking to his fur.
The bear asked the rabbit.
Did you have a problem with poop sticking to your fur? And the rabbit said no, so the bear grabbed the rabbit, wiped his butt.
Oh, I love the bear. That's just resourceful. I like that. I'll ask my neighbors the same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Before we go to break,
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you I went to the Storm game on Saturday night. Also,
Yeah, how was that? The
Look at
doggy
you.
one?
no, that was yesterday.
Okay.
It was Marvel night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Missed it.
how was it?
it was cool. I mean, they won, and they looked good. I gotta air my grievances
Oh,
for the building that I'm in. So I'm standing there.
Let me see that.
I'm on what would be, let's say the east side of the rink. I think that's it. Or maybe it's
I
Yeah.
don't know which way.
Doesn't
is
matter.
I don't know what way.
I'm
is
on
up
one
once I get
side,
in
all
there.
right, and I'm looking across, and I'm looking at the boards because you kind of see things. You know, you see sponsors, and like, oh, look at them, like QCSportsnet.com, the guys who do the games on the radio. I'm like, they're a sponsor. Good for them. Look at that. And this and that. And then I see 97X guys down the hall, and I'm like, look at them. They're on there. Good for them. Town Square Media put them on there. And then I look over, and I said, oh, B100's on there. That's awesome. So I say, I think I'm going to take a walk
See where we're at.
to see where we're at. So I guess I'm going to go on the other side and just go take a walk. So I go to the other side, and I scan the, whatever they call that on the side there,
The walls.
the walls. I see Kick 104, right? I see IROC 93.5.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I don't see?
What don't you see?
AIM 1170.
The ESPN sports radio station, the one that hosts the only local sports talk radio show, the one that has Rothy on at a regular time, not a regular time, at a lot,
No.
as much as we can have him on, as much as he says he's free.
It's a shame.
The one who has Gwen on. I saw Gwen there that night. She said she has another announcement she'd like to come on. I said, just message me.
Oh. You're very
Do you
welcoming.
know who's not on that wall?
Open doors.
ESPN, our show.
1170.
Don't Hassles for Local, 1170.
Unbelievable.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. Apparently we don't exist.
How do we get the word out if we're not out at the place to be on a Saturday night?
Oh.
I don't know.
How do they know
I
that
think
you
we
can
know.
get storm coverage?
I think we know how to get more coverage. You guys need to host the show topless.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's it.
So,
I'd watch.
You first.
Every
what do you
day.
do? What do you do? I just chose a drink.
That's right. Just
Woo!
drink.
Yeah. All right. We come back. We got to come up with a new name for Coach's Corner, and I got to tell you a story.
All right, Quad Cities, you need to stop telling Leah or having Leah ask you where she's going to get her oil change. Where's Jay going to
Where
get
do
a
I
tattoo?
get my oil changed?
Or where's T-Roy going to grab some lunch? Just pick up your Locals Love Us guide. It has an easy-to-navigate table of contents there, Mrs. Baum.
Oh, thank you.
Or you can go to the website at localsloveus.com. Click.
Okay.
Click on Quad Cities and then browse your favorites. It's easy to
See,
use.
how do we not get on the board with that?
And they even rank the most popular places for you. So remember, go to localsloveus.com on Quad Cities and browse your favorites. Locals Love Us. They're your guide to the best.
This is Coach AC Euro. Don't hassle us. We're local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Back by popular demand, Gobo Productions presents One Night of Queen. Since forming in 2002, Gary Mullen and the Works have performed to sellout audiences all over the world. And now they're back in the USA for a brand new tour. One Night of Queen is a spectacular live concert recreating the look, sound, and showmanship of arguably the greatest rock band of all time. You'll hear classic Queen numbers including We Will Rock You, Fat Bottom Girls, Another One Bites the Dust, Bohemian Rhapsody, and We Are the Champions. One Night of Queen, performed by Gary Mullen and the Works. This show will rock you.
Coming to the TextLayer Center March 18th. Tickets are on sale now at the TextLayer Center box office and Ticketmaster.com. Presented by Town Square Media.
The Will Kane Show.
Joe Judge became head coach of the New York Giants. As I walked up today in the hallways, Mike A gave me that good to see you smile. It's more like a wince because Nuno was nearby. We weren't really worried about anger so much as hurt feelings.
It was an apologetic look, like you'd see when you know somebody's had a rough day, like, how you holding up, big guy? How you doing, champ?
Wait a minute. We're all about honesty here. No one's like that. We want to see each other miserable. Like, that's what everyone was hoping for, is that I would be miserable, because it would have just been great for the show, right? Like, I would have to produce the show, and on a Monday after Jason Garrett's just sitting here clapping away, and then I can't even speak.
And just out of curiosity, not for any personal interest of mine or Mike A's or Bubba's, how miserable are you?
The Will Kane Show, 2 till 5 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
You're right on par in your M&M Golf Car.
M&M Golf Cars, your authorized club car dealer, invites you to check out the new Onward by Club Car. Onward's all-new accessories personalize nearly every detail to fit your lifestyle. Customize yours at mmgolfcars.com. 0% financing for 24 months through the end of the month. M&M Golf Cars, Bettendorf.
Right on par in your M&M Golf Car. M&M Golf Cars.
Escúchame y visitan la estación ESPN Radio.
It is funny to have a coach say, no, I didn't mean to call them thugs. I meant to call them slugs. And I just want to officially parse the dumbest possible way we could ever discuss race in sports. Did the old guy mean slugs or thugs? If he meant thugs, racist. If he meant slugs, just good coaching. Maybe he's just old and made a verbal mistake because they fly around a lot and he's old. It is a great defense, though. It really is, because I believe him. I believe that he meant to say slugs.
I mean, it's really the only defense you can go to, right?
Racist!
I'm old. I meant to say slugs.
No, slugs! I'm just old and doddering. I'm not racist. just old.
The Dan Levitard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Checkers has a new mix and match 2 for $3 deal. You can get 2 hot and spicy chicken sandwiches, 2 delicious crispy fish sandwiches, or switch it up with one of each for just $3. We're talking $3 for flaky, wild-caught Alaskan pollock and tender, crave-worthy chicken with a kick. No matter what you're hungry for, we've got you covered. No need to thank us. Mix and match 2 Checkers spicy chicken or crispy fish sandwiches for just $3. Get Checkers delivered.
Follow us on Facebook at ESPN 1170. We'll help break up your feed of relatives' hot political takes. This is the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Hey everybody, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Dunray Satellite and Dish. Right, Bombs?
Yes, absolutely.
Like we said at the top of the hour, number 23 Illinois beat number 18 Iowa 78-76 last night. The win snapped an Iowa 5-game win streak over Illinois. Iowa finishes the regular season tied for 5th place in the Big Ten, marking the 7th time in 8 years that Fran McCaffrey guided Iowa to an upper division conference finish. Illinois will take the 4 seed into the Big Ten tournament. Starts on Wednesday. Illinois won't play till Friday. Iowa will have to play on Thursday. The winner of, I believe, Northwestern and Minnesota. National Player of the Year candidate Luka Garza poured in a game-best 28 points. To lead the Hawkeyes, Garza scored 20 points in the last 16 games of regular season to tie Fred Brown's school record set in 1971 for most consecutive overall games with 20-plus points. He's also the 4th player nationally since 2007 to amass 700 points, 300 rebounds, 700 or more points, 300 or more rebounds, 50 or more blocks, and 35 or more three-pointers in a season. Last player to do that was Frank Kaminsky, but he also joins the like of Michael Beasley and Kevin Durant, who did it in 2007. Luka Garza is 26.2 points per game as Iowa's first scoring leader in the Big Ten games since Adam Haluska. And he's the first player to average at least 26 points in Big Ten play since Purdue's Glenn Robinson in 1994. The Big Dog.
You sound like Tim Allen.
I don't know. He does that.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah. Which,
Like
by the
30
way,
years ago.
I do believe in 1994, Tim Allen's show was #1 on the ABC TJF. So,
you would know.
So Glenn Robinson,
Captain Encyclopedia.
So Glenn Robinson was the last player to do that in 1994, and apparently Tim Allen had a #1 show then.
I love that show. JTT.
I don't think so, Tim.
It was the fourth. It was the 4th time in 5 games and the 12th time this season that Iowa's played a game against a ranked opponent. So Big Ten tournament coming up. We're gonna have to figure out a way to either get Rosso in. I don't know. I don't even know if we'll get him in tomorrow. We'll probably have to deal with on the air. Same thing with call in. Same thing with Caker. Big weekend. And then by this time next Monday, you know what we got going on? We got to fill out our brackets. Bomber, you can't miss on Monday.
I know. Next Monday. Okay, I don't think I have anything next
Selection Sunday, we get to fill out our brackets. That's good radio right
do
there.
That on the air.
That's good radio. We bring
We'll
people in.
select them by how cute their uniforms are.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's definitely not why I select them. I select them by how they fill out their uniform.
Oh.
Duh.
So over the weekend, we had our very first 2020 softball game.
Mm-hmm.
I coach a 10U team. All right.
Yes.
And sometimes I like to share stories of some of the antics.
And you used to call it Coach's Corner.
Yeah, but I figured it's a new year.
Yeah.
I said, hey, let's maybe rename it.
Let's rename it.
I asked for I asked for some suggestions. You
I got it from the dugout.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
From the dugout. That's actually Mikey actually mentioned the dugout as well.
That's a good one,
Rich
Mikey.
Eckhart said the same thing. From the dugout. He's wrote Coach Jay tells a story, which is really funny.
I love Jay's stories.
Yeah.
How about It's a Beautiful Day in Jay's Neighborhood?
Bird's Nest.
Jay's Neighborhood.
The K Zone. The Hot Corner. Slugger's Lane. We Got Game. Sinai. We have the dugout.
How about the bird cage?
Just a bit inside.
The birdhouse.
Ooh, just a bit inside.
Yeah.
Or
The batter's box.
Inside the bird cage.
The batter's
Inside-
box
yeah.
sounds X-rated. I don't like that one.
Inside the diamond. The
Well, that one does too.
confessional.
These all sound a little X-rated.
Conference on the mound. No place like home.
Think about it. It
The
can all
skipper
work.
seat. Bucket banter. Inside the circle.
See?
The bullpen. And Jay's suicide squeeze play of the day. We got to come up with a name. We don't have to do it right now. I'm going to tell you something about this evolution, this maturation of Coach Jay. Usually that stories include things where I make some kind of a rude comment or something to the other coach because I don't like the way he's either coaching or the things he says. Or stories involve things where I get into an altercation with the umpire. And I say some things back because I kind of have a sharp tongue and I'm a smart aleck and they don't like it.
No.
He's got a rapist wit.
A rapist wit. Yep.
Woo! I like it.
Or they might be something that I say back to the kids because, I don't know, they say...
Deserve it.
Yeah, they say something goofy, do something goofy, so I give them a hard time.
Get him back in line.
But I was watching another coach in game number 2.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, do I act like that?
Yes.
Am I an absolute and utter spaz? When they talk, it doesn't sound like they know a single thing what they're doing and they don't belong on a softball diamond. Do I? Have I?
I don't know.
I've never been there to witness, so I can't.
And this guy came in with a chip on his shoulder.
Uh-oh.
It was game 2. The second batter that got in for his team, it could have been her first coach pitch game. I don't know the story.
You don't know the story.
She's a little timid in there. Umpire says, hey, sweetheart, you might want to get a little bit closer to the plate. By the second time he says it, the guy stands up on the bench, and he's not any further probably from me to the other wall there. He's not far away, but stands up on the bench to yell over the fence because this is indoors, so he's not far away. Hey, she's in the box. Don't move her. She's fine. Don't tell her what to do.
Was that her dad or her coach?
No, it was just a coach. I was like, oh, this isn't good.
Just got interesting.
Inside things like that, rules are modified. There's a drop third strike. Sometimes it is there or isn't there. He didn't come to the coaches. Coaches didn't come to the plate at the beginning, the pregame meeting. Arguing over drop third strike. Clearly, we've been playing 2 straight games about it. You didn't pay attention. Stop arguing with it. These are the rules. Read the rules. And I just say it once. I did say it. Just read the rules.
Oh,
as I'm coaching third. He didn't say anything back.
Did you say,
No big
all
deal.
right?
He did other things.
Read the rules.
He was very frustrated about some things. When the girls walked, he actually told them to walk. Not hustle down to first.
Walk.
He told them to
slow down and
stopped
walk?
them. Yes. I want you to actually walk.
Who is this guy?
I don't know what else they really did. I wasn't around for this. At one point, he kicked a bucket. I've kicked a bucket before. Not in the term like, they kicked the bucket. Like, I'm out of frustration.
He didn't die.
Kick the bucket.
That's where your mind goes. Mine goes to a bucket full of, like, Coronas on a patio.
Couple things I want to throw out there.
Just saying.
One, I got a good night's sleep.
Last night or the
On
night
the
before?
night before.
Okay.
We had to leave early to drive to Monticello. Number 2, there was not a lot of libations to be had on Friday night.
Great word.
So I didn't feel like I was grumpy at all or anything.
Troy was pouting, so he had nobody to hang out with.
So I was wondering, is it just a good night's sleep? Am I getting older? Is it because of all that stuff? But I just was like, you know what? Let them call whatever they're going to call. Let's just get the game going. Let's get going after here. And I think a little bit more. And I'm wondering now, like, maybe I'm just at that time where I just want to see the happiness of everything that's going on, see the game evolve. And I think it's also that the girls are they're much better. They're good. So there's no frustration of, like, all the work that we've done, and then they come out there and they completely just fart all over the diamond.
That happens too.
And that can get frustrating.
Yeah.
So...
yeah.
I'm just trying to think of what advice I would give first-year Coach Jay 5 years ago from what I know now.
In softball?
Yeah, because I had over 10 years coaching in high school.
In regards to what, though? I
like
played
just-
softball for 9 years. What kind of, about what?
Well, I just think some of the frustration. Like, there's no... The stories are fun, and they're funny, and I know, seriously, 99% of the time I'm wrong in them, but they're still funny to hear me tell you how I'm a spaz. But there's really they're just stories. I don't want to create memories. Like, don't get into it with an umpire. You're not creating memories. You're only creating bad memories for the girls. Like, stuff like that.
I don't know. It's nice as a player to have your coach defend you, though. That's necessary, too, to kind of that loyalty.
I'll
and
still defend him.
That camaraderie. It's nice to see. I had a coach do it a couple times for me.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. And I don't want to be like the damsel in distress kind of thing as a female, but when your coach stands up for you against somebody else, it shows that you are not. I don't want to say a victim. That's not the right word, but
She was a victim.
you know what I mean? It's you're standing up for it, so they know what they were doing wasn't incorrect or offensive or whatever. So I like it. I don't know, but it's when the parents get involved that ticks me off. Coaches can, parents cannot. Sit down, Karen. Eat your corn dog and your pickle and just sit there and be quiet.
Yeah, Karen.
You know?
Yeah.
Let your kids play.
That's the thing where you have to, again, some advice
Who's
that
Karen,
I'll have.
by the way?
I don't know. Every softball
Grab
mom.
your name. That's
One of the advice I will have, the first year when dealing with organized like travel ball, the advice I would give is that parent that comes up to you and shakes your hand right away and is super eager to get to know you and tells you they'll do anything to help the
That's
team.
the problem.
That guy is not, that parent is not there to help you.
Nope.
That parent is there to help their kid
And
to
control
push you
you.
anytime around.
Yep.
The parent that's there to help you is the one that drops off their kid.
Brings the snacks.
Maybe drops off their kid, picks up their kid, and then at games sits the furthest away from everybody.
quiet.
They're not mad at you. They're not judging you. They're letting you do your job.
Nope.
They're being supportive by letting you do what you're there to
100%.
do.
Yep, I coached my daughter's basketball team, and I can't tell you how many parents. And we missed picture day for some reason. It was at a location, and then it was moved. And I took it upon myself to take pictures of all the girls and bring everything. And I had parents come up to me, well, I didn't get one. Well, I didn't get one. Well, I didn't get one. Like, listen, these are from my own pocket. Like, I framed them and everything for these girls, but they were acting like entitled. I was like, I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again. People were telling me what to do. At practice, they were coming onto the court. Bye. No, thank you. And that's 8-year-olds. Imagine high school.
See, Troy's lucky, man. He's just going to be on the golf course with Hazel.
That's right.
I'm trying to get Lyric into golf. My grandpa was a professional golfer, by the way.
Oh. Well, you should have helped us out on our DFS for golf. We needed it.
Should have.
Yeah, how do we do?
Not good.
What do you mean not good?
Well,
Who
not
won?
good. No one
Me or
did.
you?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. What did you do?
Dropping phones.
Oh, guys.
Ugh. Heads are falling off.
He's everywhere.
Man, that was like an earthquake in here.
I mean, Rory fell back to earth.
I know. I did better than you. I did better.
You
than
did. You did.
Yes, I'm telling you. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get go. This is, recent.
I like eavesdropping onto Troy's phone when he's scrolling.
2 entries.
I can catch something good.
Okay. You got in place 9,346th, and I only beat you by 10 points, and I got 7,568th.
This is your golf thingy?
This is their golf thing here.
Okay.
Well, who did I have not make the cut? I know Rory was
Singh.
on the top 5. Singh didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
Morikawa was like top 10.
Yeah.
But
He
I
ended
don't
up-
know
he-
about
yeah.
Shafley, Answer, and Harrington. Where did
Okay,
they end?
Shafley he was in top 25. He got 24th. Answer was 56th. Singh was 107.
What about Harrington?
He was 47th.
Jeez.
All right.
But
I
you
didn't do too bad.
No, not too bad.
It's not a number I'd
I
wanna
mean, there was a
be.
lot of teams in there too. I mean, there was 6.8 thousand people in there. So, no, that's got to be. It's more than that because if you got a higher place than 6th, what did I tell you got? And it doesn't matter. We didn't do that. No, I'm looking at a different one. There was I don't know how many teams were in this. A lot. So, we'll do better. We're gonna do better.
We're going to do better. We're going to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to get on it. We're going to, we have to learn these things. It's not like I was 4-0 in XFL overnight.
We're going to eat our vegetables.
But it's the DraftKings is that was my worst weekend. I didn't do well in XFL either as far as DraftKings go daylight.
We'll just erase that weekend from our history then. Doesn't exist. Deleted.
All right. I got some questions for you. Before our guest comes in, Tori's going to meet us, going to be in studio here in about 15 minutes. It's March. March Madness is around the corner. We have, 4 teams that already punched their ticket into the dance already over the weekend by winning their conference tournaments, including Bradley that won the Missouri Valley Conference. Congratulations to Bradley.
You and I get an at-large bid?
That's a great question. Did you just say that, or are you guessing?
I say no.
I say no, too. I'm sorry to all our UNI fans out there.
Well, they messed it up.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get an at-large. Let's see. 5 schools, Utah State, Belmont, Winthrop, Bradley, and Liberty, all punched their ticket to March Madness. My question for you is, what is the best sports month of the year? This is just talk it out. The best sports month out of the year.
February.
No.
For me.
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl.
But then that's the letdown of it.
It's either that or it's opening week baseball. Opening day.
No.
Well, you don't have to say no. It's an opinion piece, Troy.
No.
It's not factual.
I would have to say April.
Okay.
And this
I
is
can
why.
hear that. And that would go right along with baseball with her.
But
she's
it's
not wrong.
April.
And that's
Because
first
you
pitch is
got-
in April.
Not this year. It's in March.
Opening week is April, isn't it?
Wait, 17 days, I thought. What's the date today?
So we got the draft in April, correct?
The draft is March 21st. Oh, the draft of what?
NFL draft.
NFL draft is in April.
NFL draft is in April.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Masters is in April.
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Oh.
Okay. National championship is in April.
National championship is in April.
Okay.
Baseball starts roughly.
Yeah.
April.
Yeah. I mean, here's
I'm giving you.
you're giving it April. It's traditionally April. Your peak. Here's your peak for baseball. April, not March. You're going to still be in April.
Right.
And then it'll go down sometime in May. All-Star peaks up again, and then not until
But it's
the fall.
April. You got the Masters, which is
yeah, I'm with you.
One of my favorite golf to watch.
It's the only golf to
You got
watch.
the draft.
The
You
draft
got-
is exciting.
You got the XFL championship. Well, can we throw it in there?
Might as well.
NCAA tournament championship. Final Four is in April.
Okay.
What else?
Opening day.
April's good.
Did we say
Yeah,
that already?
Yeah, we did. April's good. March will be right up there then too, though. You got to piggyback that into that, because of March Madness, and March Madness for the NCAA tournament, and your kids, your high school. It's also sports. Your high school, you got your basketball, wrestling. Well, wrestling's not in that, but you have your high school basketball as well. In March. Now, is September up there?
Yeah, because it's my birthday. So
September because that's kickoff, right?
Mm-hmm.
The end of.
Yeah, that's why.
You got it because you're getting close to the postseason of
What?
baseball.
All right, wait, what are we at now?
I'm saying I'm trying to. You can't just. You have to be able to throw other things out there.
So April, for sure.
April is definitely right now. If I had to put the odds-on favorite, where everyone would say that would be it.
I would say then October.
October, okay.
You
For
got
sports?
You got World Series. You got NFL's in full swing.
Mm-hmm.
NBA kicks off. NCAA basketball's
Tips
kicking
off.
off.
I'm gonna
And
say
you got
October
NCAA
then.
football.
Yeah, and NCAA football.
October's got my vote.
Is there an argument for January because of NCAA football championship, and you have the NFL playoffs?
January's up there.
And
plus January's like 60 days.
August is up there too.
Especially this
Beginning of
year.
football. You got NFL beginnings.
Yep, you get them both.
You got golf, whatever final tournaments are going on. You got the
NASCAR wrap up in August.
I don't know.
I mean, we just got to talk about it.
Well,
That's all.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know anything about NASCAR.
But any type. That's the thing. August is you've got the NFL doesn't kick off till September, but it's still you're in full on, and it might even now. Well, NFL's going to now. If you add a 17th week, right?
Yeah.
So at a 17th week, it'll kick off in August. You won't have that Labor Day weekend.
What's what I'm saying? August.
Because you traditionally, the NCAA kicks off Labor Day weekend. There's no football NFL that weekend. It comes the next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, August, you have your fantasy drafts.
I've never been a part of that. We'll see if that
You're in.
changes.
You're in, girl.
This
Yeah,
year,
you're in.
I have to. I have to, absolutely.
Is there anything we're missing? Just because I think 5 is fine to make a poll. To be honest with you, are you? I think you glossed over March though. Are you in? Is March? Does March get an honorable mention? April for sure. October's I'm fine with.
April, October, January, August.
No March?
Four is
What's in
plenty.
March
Spring?
Madness? That's it, right?
This is the beginning of it, but
Yeah, it's just the start, the kickoff of March Madness.
I don't know why. So April's really strong, though. Really, really strong. I don't know why May feels like a good month. I don't know why.
May?
Indianapolis 500?
I don't know when all these races are. You just, I can't speak well on it because I don't know any of it. User A's, if he's listening, he could tell you, but I don't.
I don't think so.
I don't know what any of these races are.
Me neither.
Daytona's in February, right? We just did the Daytona 500 in February. I know that's a big one.
Yeah.
There's the Daytona 500, the Indy 500, and Talladega. That's the only thing I know.
Brickyard.
Because the Brickyard.
Yeah.
And I think that's in Dallas.
Mike, you
Brickyard
said November's the
400?
championship weekend.
See, I don't know.
I don't know either. Totally ignorant to this stuff. In particular.
Yeah, I'm just. So I'm trying to put something together because I'm going to put a poll. It's worth the argument. April is so strong. The August though is legit. Just because of how big the fantasy football is, and then you get all excited about the Hawkeyes for football.
Yeah, but you do.
And baseball's getting excited. You start talking magic numbers.
Yeah, August is up there.
September.
You know, baseball's my favorite, though. I think it's the season that everybody gets more, because it means the weather is warming up. You get to wear shorter shorts and less clothes, and it's cold beer drinking weather and sundresses and flip-flops.
Love me some sundresses.
Evan says May has the PGA Championship, playoff NBA. That's where I see June for the playoff NBA, though. Yeah. Because the finals are in June.
Yeah.
NHL, that's playoffs. I think
the
that's
PGA Championship does not. I mean, listen. First of all, the Masters is it. Period. Anything other than the Masters, you can argue the British, but I'm sorry, the Masters is it.
The British.
The Masters is always the best golf tournament of the year, hands down. It's called the Masters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
It's it. It's it. I don't want to hear about the British Open where it's
The
cold
British
and windy
Open.
and people can't brush their teeth. I don't want to hear about
No,
that.
they can brush their teeth. They just don't have fluoride.
Whatever they're doing up there, but I don't want to hear about it. They have ugly views. You go to Augusta, it's beautiful. I don't want to see a bunch of tall brown grass.
We got to go to Ryder Cup, though.
Well, that's different. That's played in different places.
It's up in, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
but
I'm just
this
thinking
year
golf.
it's up in Whistling Straight.
Yeah, golf in my brain right now.
I know.
Yeah, stop it. It's too cold to golf right now.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
I'm not a big fan of the link style
and you're
course.
making
I'm
me
sorry.
want. You're getting me a hankering to golf, and I can't go golfing. So
Link
just
style
stop
courses. That's what they have
it.
over in Scotland and England. I'm not a big fan of that style.
Oh, link style. What did you say? What?
Link style courses. I'm a big fan of what you see at Augusta. Beautiful trees, lovely flowers.
What's the difference between that and a link style course?
Links, there's not a lot of trees. Well, there's basically no trees.
So it's easier. It's an easier course.
No, it's
if there's
not.
no trees,
It's like Bunker City, deep bunkers. They got. It's just.
all right, I'm gonna have to Google this.
High winds.
Well, March Madness is going on right now. Big Ten starting in 2 days.
Okay.
At Pints, you can go and sign up for their squares. 13 different ways to win.
Mm-hmm.
$5 a square. This first round, it's a progressive payout all the way up to the championship game. 13 different ways to win. You can win multiple times. One square just doesn't X you out. You guys know how squares work, I would assume. If not, I don't know, message me and I'll waste time explaining it to you. But we also have the NCAA squares that are filling up.
Thought I was having a bad day.
But the Big Ten, well, I mean, seriously, like, well, what do you mean progressive payout? How does it work out? Just use your brain. Go there, sign up for it. $5. You can win 13 different times. It's fun. You'll have your numbers, and it's all for a lot of fun. Grab a beer while you're at it. Anything new on tap at Pints there, T-Roy?
Oh, we got all kinds of good stuff on tap right now at Pints. Jaybird, just tapped into the Hop Slam recently from Bell's. That's a seasonal beer that you can't get very often. Trying to think, what else did we just pipe into there?
Van's Pizza.
Well, that's always there, but we're talking about new beers that we tapped into.
Oh, I thought we were talking about all the good stuff they have to offer, which is.
Are we taking a break?
We're gonna take a break. We're gonna have Tori come in after that, and then and we're gonna.
Leah wants to read the.
Yeah,
the
she's
break.
gonna read it. I'm
excited. They're gonna let me do a commercial, guys.
Do it.
Are you ready right now?
Go.
For nearly 12 years, Pints has been providing the Quad Cities with some of the best beer, drinks, and good times around. Join them Monday through Friday for happy hour 3 to 6 and enjoy complimentary Vans pizza at 5 p.m. Stop in any day of the week for one of their daily specials. Pints, 5268 Utica Ridge Road in Davenport.
This is Tyson Blazer,
Nailed
and
it.
you're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local on ESPN 1170 AM.
Get your maximum refund and your taxes prepared for half the price with AmeriFile.
I'm Christy, a single mom from Bettendorf. I got tired of paying $250 at H&R Block, so I went to AmeriFile. As advertised, they did my taxes for far less than half the price.
Bring in a copy of last year's tax return done by H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt, Liberty Tax, or any other tax preparer, and we will cut your tax prep fees in half, guaranteed.
This year, AmeriFile has the best tax prep deal in town. Save hundreds having your taxes prepared with AmeriFile, and you get free Rudy's Tacos, free Whitey's, free Chick-fil-A, Hungry Hobo, or Fresh Blend Smoothies. Trust AmeriFile's 30 years tax experience to handle any simple or complex tax situation. Remember, this tax season, save hundreds with AmeriFile, the best tax prep deal in town. Free Rudy's Tacos, Whitey's Ice Cream, or Hungry Hobo. AmeriFile Tax Centers, Davenport, Moline, and Clinton. Call 762-8087. That's 762-8087 or AmeriFile.com.
H&R Block is a registered trademark. After price taxes from last year's fees. $75 minimum.
Car old? Need it sold? Get rid of that old car and do a good deed at the same time. It's the Arrowhead Ranch Annual Auto Auction coming soon to Coal Valley. That's right, it's back. Donate your car, truck, SUV, or motorcycle, and if you live within 40 miles of Coal Valley, they will even pick it up, even if it doesn't run. All donations are tax deductible. Call 309-799-7044 or visit them online at arrowheadyouth.org. Car old, needed sold, Arrowhead Ranch Annual Auto Auction. Stay tuned for an auction date in Coal Valley.
At Casey's, we're here for traditions like game night or movie night, and for making them a little more special with a tradition of our own. Casey's Classic Taco Pizza, made fresh with delicious, high-quality ingredients and baked right in our store. And every day this month, you can get a large taco pizza for just $13.99. So order a taco pizza from Casey's and make your tradition more special, even if it's just a last-minute dinner. Casey's, here for traditions, here for good. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB, Davenport.
Bettendorf's favorite pub is celebrating St. Patrick's Day, as only a true Irish pub can. Harrington's Pub in Bettendorf has a full day of frolic before, during, and after the March 14th Bi-State Parade. Celebrate all things Irish with complimentary corned beef and cabbage served at noon. Live entertainment on Saturday featuring Jordan Danielson, folk and stages, and everybody's favorite, karaoke. Doors open at 8 a.m. on Saturday. Celebrate St. Patrick's Day at Harrington's Pub on Facebook and behind Cumberland Square, Bettendorf.
Done with all you coaches talking about how you don't like the transfer portal. You can all stick it as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that's getting ridiculous about how you can do what you want, and that's cool. Again, I'm fine with that, but I absolutely think that a player should have one freebie move, and I'm done with you coaches and talking about that. You know, and players being able to have a little bit of movement on their side.
Coaches need to be a lot smarter on how they
a lot
address
quieter.
That.
You know,
Gulick and Wingo, mornings on the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, back here in the Hassle Castle. Brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish, and this is Don't Hassle Us, our local on AM 1170. We are joined by Tori from Thick Kitchen. Tori, say hello to the folks.
Hello, everybody.
Get her mic closer to her. Jaybird,
You got it.
Help her out.
Yep.
There you go.
Fixed it.
So say hello again.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Quad Cities.
Perfect. Tori, thank you so much for coming on the air.
She brought us nummies.
Yes.
I did.
Where
Sorry
did-
if
What
you-
kind of nummies?
They are chocolate chips. Chocolate chip cookies. There is some mint M&Ms in them just for March. but,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
I mean, Jay, what, you hoarding these? Or you don't
No,
even,
I was gonna
what do you
open
do?
them.
All right.
All right, Tori, tell us about your...
Leah's not right in the studio right
she'll
now to
be
enjoy this.
back. Tori,
I'm going to
tell
tell her they're all gone.
Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a 2015 Kendall College grad, which Kendall College is a culinary hospitality school in Chicago. So right after high school, I went straight to Chicago and tried to do all my schooling for baking and pastry. So I technically am a scientist in baking and pastry.
I can tell you right now, you are a scientist.
Thank you.
It is so good.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So and it kind of detailed more like, you know, of course the baking and pastry, but we did have like a culinary side aspect of it, more of the savory foods.
How do you make it so like big and thick, if
It's
you
my
will?
yeah, thick.
It's big and thick and moist.
Well, the name of the kitchen is thick.
I get it, Jay, but I'm just
THICC.
She must be she has to be a scientist because we get cookies at my house a lot, and they're made by someone who's not a scientist. But they're never like that.
Yeah, that's my special
Look at that.
recipe.
Oh my God, Jay. And you just,
And they're so far away from him. He's like, wait.
No, I'll have a bite later. Yeah. Okay, so you went up there right up from. Where are you from originally?
Port Byron, Illinois.
Okay.
Went to Riverdale.
Riverdale Rams.
So, yeah.
Shout out to Brian Stocking.
Stockpile, yeah.
Yep.
Corinne Hinion.
The Riverdale Rams, the girls basketball team, just got third.
Yes.
The state tournament. Do you still live in that area?
I do not. I live here in Downport, about 10 minutes away from here. So.
Okay.
About 5 points. So.
Awesome.
Nice.
So, did you know all along that that's where you wanted to go to school?
My parents kind of. I was an only child. They were pretty. I mean, they're amazing parents, and tried to. They sat me down probably in middle school, and they were like, "Okay, so what trajectory of your life are you wanting to do? You need to start thinking about that. You know, like get on it." And I've always like. I think since like 6, 7, you know, I was just watching the Food Channel, watching Rachel Ray. Like, there was no cartoons. It was just always like Rachel Ray. And I'd always be like stealing my mom's pots and pans and like play cooking. And I also had a great grandmother. She was, you know, married to an Italian man. She always had food. And, you know, are you hungry? Do you need food? And
I gotta have another one.
Go ahead. Yeah. I don't know.
There's a lot of
I'm
them in
speaking for Tori here. Yeah. Yeah.
They're all yours, so go ahead.
Oh, all right.
But,
Leah, you can't. You don't, Leah. I don't think you want one of these.
Well, I don't usually like sweets, but I know that if she made them, I'm gonna.
But
This is
I don't
our
know.
conversation, by the way. It's always going to be free flowing like this.
I'm just saying. I don't know if you.
I'm not a cookie
I
eater.
don't
Let me
know.
just. I need. Can I? Just. You know what? I will fight you.
But yeah, so I was kind of just surrounded by food, and I thought, you know, I'm more of a creative person, more right-brained. I mean, school is cool.
Yeah.
Go to school, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to do something more creative.
Stop it.
I got a job at like Hy-Vee, the bakery,
Mhm.
and that was pretty much my job throughout all high school to kind of just really make sure that was something I wanted
Those are
to do.
amazing.
And yeah, and I just applied. I found Kendall, and it was a really aggressive, you know, culinary school. It was the only school at the time that gave you an actual like associate's degree rather than just like a certificate. So that just kind of really drew me to it, and it was an aggressive, aggressive schooling, aggressive, yeah. But I mean,
What does that mean, aggressive? Like, is it like the guy from
It's-
Hell's Kitchen, like they throw pots and pans at you?
some of my chefs were, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh my
But
God. Yeah.
you know, I was like 17, you know, and I
Mhm.
just moved to Chicago all on my own and went to school there for about. It was a 2-year program, but it was accelerated, so I'd go throughout summer and like weekends, all that. You were getting into class at like 4 a.m. and leaving class at like
What?
midnight, 1 a.m. Yeah, so they really throw you in there because I think like culinary world, a lot of people just think like, oh, they're having fun, like, oh, like, you know, whatever. But it's like a really.
We've all watched Hell's
tiring-
Kitchen, girl. We know.
Yeah. I mean, props to everyone that works in the kitchen. You know, it's a hard, grueling job.
Now, for anybody that wants to have you do some of this for them, how do they get a hold of you?
That cookie, I just have to interrupt you for 1 second. I don't like cookies. I like that cookie. That melted. Did you try this?
Not yet.
It melted. It didn't
I
even.
moved it closer to Jay,
It like melts in your mouth.
but not in your hand.
Okay, this is not an M&M commercial, Troy.
But there's M&M's.
Yeah,
in it.
there is.
God, that was so. You made these?
Yes. Yep.
Bless
My
you.
special
Bless you and all the work you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was so good.
I mean, this is
all right, Jay's trying it right now. I
But
seriously, I
anyway,
don't like
so back to the
sweets.
question.
It's amazing. Okay, go ahead.
'Cause if someone wants to come and
Oh,
say,
yes,
Tori, I
okay.
want you to
Yes.
make my wedding cake, or
Yeah. I do have a Facebook page. I have an Instagram page. I'm on Pinterest. I did have a website, but these days, Facebook and Instagram, that was where I was pulling all my people. Like, so I got rid of the website. I mean, it was expensive, timely for me to run, and no one was really, you know. I was
You gotta
getting-
hire an assistant, girl.
I know, really.
You're getting
yeah.
bigger.
Yeah, but yeah, on Facebook, I have Facebook, Instagram. I have my phone number. There's contact links. People can feel free to call me, text me, email me, whatever. Everything's on those pages.
Do you do birthday cakes?
Yes. Yep.
You do.
Yes. So birthday cakes, weddings, specialty cakes. Yeah.
I got 2 kids' birthdays coming up. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Thick Kitchen.
Yes.
That
Thick,
is
and I
so-
love the way it's
Two
spelled.
Cs.
THICC.
Yeah.
Kitchen.
Everyone gets. They're like, what are those initials for? And I'm like, oh yeah, they're.
Stands for thick.
They're not initials.
Just pronounce it like that.
Like lots of
Couple
butter,
things.
lots of sugar.
Couple things. I really don't eat sweets.
Same.
And it
I do.
is very good.
Isn't it good?
Yeah.
See, they're thin.
To piggyback what he said, what T-Roy said, you look at that, and it is thick, and you think it's going to be brittle.
Dry.
Yeah, brittle.
It's
That's not at all.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's
it
the thing.
melts in your
Most
mouth.
of the time when you
I'm
get a
telling
big thick
Yeah.
cookie, it's brittle, dried out.
It cracks,
and it
crumbs.
Just, okay.
Look, there's not one.
But
I
for
broke that
you
out
to get a
again.
moist cookie, it's very hard to get.
Yeah, and that mint was great.
It was
I mean,
really
you
good.
gotta, you gotta buy one of those ones with all kinds of preservatives in it from the, you know what I'm
And you
saying?
can taste the preservatives in
This-
those too. That's why I don't like sweets,
I mean,
because you can
that
taste
is
all that.
real. That is love in a cookie right there.
That was good. That tastes like great grandma made it. You know.
So you came back. You graduated 2015.
Yep.
And you came back to the Quad Cities.
Yep.
So what do you have? Like, obviously they can get a hold of you, but you had a store, or you have a store?
So I have a license.
Okay.
It's not really a store, but I'm through Scott County. I have a licensed home bakery. So yeah, I do it all out of my home. I mean, people are more than welcome to come to my home, but they just can't eat in my home.
Gotcha.
But I do. There's Central Store in Moline.
Yep.
They're a craft beer store. Yeah, so he carries some of my products too, cookies, bars, all that. So you.
What
can
about
get-
any of the local grocery stores other than that?
Not there yet.
You'll get there.
Yeah. I
With
don't have-
product like this, you will
all
get
those
there.
years working at Hy-Vee, they couldn't
Yeah,
throw
I
you a
know.
bone yet, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Don't start on Hy-Vee.
I already got on Hy-Vee earlier.
I like working with Central Store. He's a really nice
That's
guy,
good.
and it's kind of.
Well, anybody out there that has a place or a way to help you distribute your product as well,
Yeah.
get a hold of her on her Facebook or Instagram pages.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd be more than happy to get your products out there and
Yeah.
and sell more than you possibly can make, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll definitely add you and share all your stuff. So.
So you make. So if someone comes to you with an idea, so basically, for example, folks, graduation's right around the corner, right?
Yes.
And
Summer.
weddings, everything else.
Everything.
And they come to you with a cake. They have a cake idea. They can come to you and say, like, I have this idea.
Mhm.
And you say, all right, let me work with it, here, this, and that. And you're going to make it come to fruition, right?
Yes.
How long does that usually take?
I mean, I can. My turnaround's probably like a week. If someone wanted something tomorrow, I'd be like, yeah, hey, sorry, I can't. But
That
yeah,
makes
I mean, I
sense.
would definitely just have to check my calendar. You know, I do have like orders on mostly on weekend orders and stuff like that, and I try not to take more than like 3 a week. So it would just depend on how many orders I have. But right now, I mean, I'm pretty open to. I mean, I'm pretty open, but I'm open to take more orders. But yeah, my turnaround's about a week, and they could just literally I can try to do anything. Like send me a picture. And I'll
So you
try
do
to figure out-
fondant and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
superhero stuff
So,
and all that.
well, yeah, I actually one of my favorite cakes. I wish I had a picture or something. It was an Avengers cake, and yeah,
I'm in.
it was all fondant. The Hulk's fist, the
wow.
Captain America's shield, like all that.
Can I ask what fondant is?
Fondant.
It's really gross. Like it's really
Those
gross.
big feet, but it's edible.
Yes.
But what it is, no, I don't mean
No,
to
no, you're
interject.
fine.
I have kids, so I've ordered many
Yeah.
fondant cakes. When you get those big tier and like all the superhero and it's super elaborate, the covering on it that makes it look like a cartoon or makes it colorful, that's fondant. It's edible hard frosting, basically.
Okay. It's a lot of people don't like.
I don't
the
like to eat
taste
it.
of it. But, I
No.
mean, you can peel it off your cake slice and then have.
It's pure
your
sugar.
cake.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's very
it
very
is.
sweet.
Yeah.
But
I
it makes
don't
the
even know
cakes
how
look
to
pretty
describe it.
phenomenal.
Yeah. But yeah, I can really I can try to do anything. I think in this demographic, this market, I haven't gotten a lot of the fondant cakes, just because they're like more expensive but I think my typical birthday cake is like $50 to $60.
That's super reasonable. I've never paid that little for a cake. So I'm excited. I'm going to be giving you a call. I have a May 30th birthday and a June 13th birthday. So
Well, yeah, I mean,
if we
like I
wanted
said-
to get like a non-fondant,
Mhm.
like just icing of Jay's face, do you think you could probably pull it off?
I could try.
Can you put a like an air bubble that says "all right"
Yeah.
in it?
Like you know, like he's talking
Mhm.
in his head.
Oh.
All right. And he's got his little like earbuds in.
Mhm. It would
Yeah,
have-
we're
it'd
gonna
be
make a cake of
cartoon,
me.
And then
yeah.
you got these two blurry people in the background. Then you see a lot of like word bubbles coming out of their mouth, and then the big one's Jay going, all right.
Yeah.
Like,
Can you do
upset
that?
with us.
Yeah, it'd be a cartoon, like a cartoon.
Oh, it's
version,
perfect.
But yeah.
Do you have to work on like artistic, like cartoon stuff to do this?
Yeah, but again, it's like everyone's vision. That's the one thing that's kind of hard is everyone's vision is going to be a little different. But I try.
I'll go with whatever you come up
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
I try to warn everyone.
Because I couldn't do it. So
Yeah.
you win. Yeah.
When's your birthday, Leah?
Labor Day last year.
So we'll get you a
So-
J cake for your birthday.
Okay, or an American flag. I mean, I'm good with it.
I want a J cake.
It's pretty
We're gonna have to
similar.
wait till next January. What I'm saying, if we have to wait for Jay and I's
Coming
birthday.
up, guys.
Yeah. But yours is soon.
It's close enough. Let's not
Just
talk
saying.
about that. I'm gonna be 25 again.
Oh, she's older than that.
I'm not either. I don't look right.
No.
Thank you.
See?
Thick
I didn't
Kitchen,
say-
THICC Kitchen,
Yeah.
everyone.
What's your favorite thing to bake?
Well, I pretty much call myself the queen of cookies. Cookies are what
Okay.
I try to strive for.
I can see why.
My favorite thing, which is funny, is I love making breads, but I never make breads. But yeah, I love making breads. They're just kind of timely. I wish I had like a proofer and everything in my house, but I don't. But I think they're the most rewarding because they're just, it's amazing what you can put into them and the product you get after that. And I think a lot of people also have not had like real bread. Like you have grocery store bread and all that, and it's just like meh bread.
Yeah, my wife did a pretty good job on like this, like kind of an
Taking
Italian
these away from
style
me.
round loaf.
I'm gonna eat all of them.
And she wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, and it turned out great.
Yeah.
You know, you just sliced it the long way, and it would look like something you'd get at like Biaggi's or whatever, just thrown into the thing, wrapped with a towel. Oh, it's nice and warm. Here you go.
Yeah,
Girl.
it's the coolest, simplest thing.
I
But
can't get over how good those are.
So you mentioned this growing up,
Mhm.
the Food Network, watching these things, these competitions. Have you ever thought about getting in any of these competitions?
I would, but I'm pretty much traumatized. My schooling, so your last quarter of schooling, you have to do a fine dining. So within my school, there is a Michelin star fine dining restaurant, and these people like they know that you're students, so they come and they get like a 7-course meal, and it's discount. It's discounted though because
Of course it is.
we're students, and
It's like going to Capri to get your hair done.
yeah.
Right.
So
Your hair did.
She knows what I mean.
but you have to work. There's a big window, so everyone's watching you.
No pressure.
Yeah, make your meal, and my chef everyone would always be like, "Oh, Chef Masuda, she's so scary. Like she's so scary. Like." So
That's your head chef.
Yeah, for the fine dining
Oh,
class.
okay.
Yeah, and there like so many people would pass, so many people would fail, and if you fail, you have to take that whole quarter like all over again. And mind you, I'm living in Chicago, and I'm like, this is not cheap.
No.
like I have to pass this class.
Right.
But my specialty was wedding cakes and stuff, so it was not fine dining. So
did you do the fine dining?
Well, yeah, you
And
have.
you
I mean,
passed.
yes.
And you passed.
I did, and I actually passed. Like I am not a bragger, but this is the one.
Girl,
story.
you can brag if you own
No,
it.
this is
You
like the
own
one
it.
story
I'll
I
brag for
will
you.
brag about. I'm like, I actually passed like head of my class. Yeah, and it was like great. And my chef was like, I know that you don't want to do fine dining, but I really feel like you should.
You work well under pressure.
Yeah,
then.
they're like, you should look into it, and I'm like, thank you, but no.
Right.
Like, but yeah, that was the craziest quarter of my life.
But you passed with flying
Yeah.
colors. Teacher's
and
pet,
now,
favorite.
And now I'm like, okay, Tori, if you did that, like,
you can do anything.
you'll be fine.
Yeah, but that just shows you that you can work in a high pressure kitchen, fast paced, all that. So you're not just you don't just bake. I mean, you're well rounded. You can do it all.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
So I try.
Good for you.
So that makes you not want to. You did that well, but
Yeah.
that makes you not want to go on a cooking
Well,
show.
No.
That make me want to go. On
We
a cooking
did.
show.
Oh, and she did like we had to do a chopped kind of a thing where she would give like I didn't even know what any of these like ingredients were. Like you get like 5 of them, and you'd have to make a dessert, like 2 or 3 different desserts from them. I did not do well in that aspect of it, but
Was it like scallops and chili powder? And
I don't. It was like they were like I got these caper things, but they weren't capers, and I got some sort of weird.
Do you have time to Google, or do you
no,
not?
You can't have your phone or anything in class, anyways. Like you're locked. You're
Well,
locked
I
in a
mean-
dungeon.
You're gonna think you're gonna pull up all recipes or
I'm
something
used
else?
to like reality television shows. My major was business. I didn't have any of this pressure.
No, yeah.
You said that your specialty is wedding cakes. How far out do people normally come to you for the like? Is it? I don't know. I don't remember the wedding cake that we had.
We didn't do a cake. We just did cupcakes.
Yeah.
So
a lot of it now is like a small cake to cut and then cupcakes.
Yeah,
or
that's
like
it.
I'm doing a wedding in the fall that's doing like all cheesecake, like little cheesecake cups. There's a
Mhm.
wedding I'm doing at the end of this month that is cookies, and they're gonna have like a tiered cookie cake. But I mean, it really ranges. There's some brides that'll reach out to me like, hey, my wedding's in 2 years, and then there's some brides that are like, hey, my wedding's in 2 weeks, and I'm like,
Get
okay.
it together, Tiffany.
But I mean,
Bridezilla.
honestly, yeah. Either way, it's really.
I can't remember what I had at my wedding either, to be honest with you.
Sure, your wife. remembers.
Cupcakes, and I didn't have any of them because I don't like sweets. That's why we didn't do a cake. I don't like cake. I don't like sweets. Why would I have it at my wedding?
And I think today a lot of people aren't really.
So I just did individual servings, you know?
Yeah, they aren't really doing big cakes anymore.
No, because it shouldn't be. People make it too much about the guests and not the,
Yeah,
the couple or
that's
the people on it.
I can't remember either. I just know.
I also had
there's not gonna
scallops
be
and I got none of those.
any
I'm still pissed
shoving
about that.
All I know is
the
that the greatest day of my life, Jay. Love you, honey.
Can you do you?
Boy, I wish I could stay home and hang around with you all day.
Do you design the cakes that people can jump out of?
No, God,
No.
No, I
not one of
think
that.
that's.
Also, can I jump out of one?
I've never seen anybody jump out of a cake
I feel
unless
like
it was in a
and
movie.
those have to be like cardboard, and then
Yeah,
people just
they're
like
Right.
They are
frosting,
cardboard. Do you
Yeah.
watch Impractical Jokers?
I do. I
kids
haven't
are
in a while,
obsessed.
but
I
yeah.
was gonna say that's just
Joe got it
cardboard
all
with whipped cream on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I just think of the Addams Family when Lurch like baked a girl
Yes.
in the cake.
I've always wanted to jump out of a cake, though. Always.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. It's like on my bucket list.
Oh.
100%.
I mean, I can try.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
I'll have pipes.
It's gonna happen.
Go down that alley. So
Please.
the Thick Kitchen, where'd the name come from? THICC.
Yeah, so Thick Kitchen originally, like, I did my cakes and stuff like that, and I had it at Cakes by Tori. But as my love for food, started to grow, and I'm like, well, I can't, like, I have a degree in, pastry, but, like, I also love savory foods. Like, why can't I do both? And
You can.
yeah, so I was like, okay, so if I make this, like, foodie blog, and I do the savory foods, and I do the sweet foods, like, what am I, like, I'm offering a lot, and, like, I'm offering, like, butter, sugar, like, meats, like, what cool name can I, like, give this? And I was just like, yeah, I feel like thick.
That's perfect.
Thick
I love it.
kitchen, like, give it
I
some
love it.
substance.
It's
So,
tasty.
yeah.
How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 23.
23. Well, I
See, I'd
not
like
sound
to,
like a mom or anything, but I'm super proud of how far you've come. It's amazing. Doing this all.
Like,
on
do
your
you
own.
like sometimes you sit down when you're thinking like stuff to do? Do you ever think, all right, I'm just gonna do something that's like comfort food? Do you ever do that?
Yeah,
Is
that's actually like one of like where I try to
Macaroni and cheese?
yeah, and then like just like the cookies, the bars, like
Gravy?
I love pastries and stuff. But
what about like doing like some fried chicken?
Oh.
Yeah, well,
oh.
yeah. I also so there's a book. It's called Dorito Effect, and I cannot remember the author's name, so shame on me. But it's on my
We can
page if
Google
anyone
that.
wants it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's Dorito Effect, and he kind of goes in depth about ingredients, spices, everything today that has changed so much from our grandparents, our great grandparents, like foods and everything has changed, and
The health.
Yeah, and
scares
he got
and-
he got really big into like chicken and how chicken just tastes like nothing anymore, and like
It's like a filler food.
yeah.
Mentioned that before.
It
too,
is. It's
right?
like a filler food.
We talked about that.
That's my thing with like if you give me just a plain steak, a plain pork chop, and a plain chicken breast, the steak's gonna kill them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The flavor of the red meat alone, whatever it is, it's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you just go, I'm gonna salt and pepper all three.
Yeah.
Chicken's gonna have the least amount of flavor.
Because you cook the flavor out of chicken. The steak will hold its flavor longer than a
I
chicken.
tried to explain this to this Bobby guy who doesn't know anything about food.
Obviously.
That comes on the show.
Bobby.
Yeah. So.
No.
And now, thank you. I got a professional chef here to back
So
me
do you
up on
cater?
this.
Do you cater?
So.
Well, I want to hear the story about the chicken.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
I want to hear the story about catering because I have a
Mark
party to plan.
Chatsker is his name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I knew it was Mark, but I didn't know how to say his last name. But yeah, that book is amazing. It changed. I mean, I knew a lot of the things, but it really changed my view.
So what was he saying about chicken?
Because we're just feeding them, filler foods, and we're just looking for the size and not the taste, the quality,
portions,
and even like organic
Fatties in
chickens.
America.
Organic chickens today, they're basically the same as the cheaper normal chickens that we're buying. And so if anyone's listening that like knows where I can get an actual farm raised like good chicken, I would love that because I have not tried
like
to.
He's eating worms.
I have friends that raise chickens.
Yeah, like just
I can connect
but
you.
like free range, like
free range eating worms.
Yeah,
well,
like
they get fatter and they're bigger and they're more meaty and all that.
Well, I mean, the
flavorful.
Yeah, like
flavorful.
Fur.
But I haven't tried to work on a fried chicken recipe because I'm looking for the perfect chicken.
If you
like,
find
I don't
it,
even
help me
wanna,
out.
I don't
It's the
want
one
to
thing I
waste
can't
my time.
cook. I don't know how I can't. I've tried so many times.
You know what? I'm gonna start putting chickens in my backyard.
Yeah.
Actually, I do know a guy that's got some chickens.
I have two friends that do it.
I would love. I just
Yeah.
want a couple, but then I feel really bad. I don't know if
I could do it.
Oh, I'll chop that off.
I'll do it.
maybe
Call
when
me
they were
over. I'll come
old.
over and chop the head off. No problems.
You're just killing a dinosaur. That's all you're doing.
No, you're killing it for food. It's acceptable.
Yeah, they're just a baby
I'd
dinosaur.
have to have someone do it.
All right, but yeah,
I volunteer as
Okay.
Tribune.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah.
Wow, I might have.
well, I'm
some
glad that
aggression.
that's kind of the thing too that you're into, like the comfort food, because
That's gonna make
think-
you bigger. Don't you think?
Well, yeah, well, and especially in the Midwest,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
We
and listen,
crave
and I
that.
love. There's some very talented chefs here in the
Oh,
Quad
yeah.
Cities, and,
Yes.
and
Very.
I just feel sometimes we're all looking at maybe we're too focused on plate appearance and
The same genre of food.
and it's good.
Yeah.
But man,
We need some soul food around here.
let's just say somebody comes in and just throws some nice big tasteful things on your plate,
Yeah.
and it's still got plate appearance, but man, I just got full off that. I couldn't eat it all, and it was insanely good.
Yeah, like Mama's Kitchen.
Like you were talking about with an Italian family,
Yeah.
kind
There
of
you
that
go.
thing. Like you're getting served family style, and you're like, it's the same thing with German food. If you've ever gone to eat in the Amana colonies, when you get that family style serving, and just things are coming at you live wire.
Yep.
That's the way to eat.
Yeah, and I feel like it's more made with love, made with
Yeah.
passion,
Absolutely.
and that's
You can
really,
taste it.
Yeah, that's really
Like
a big
Bayside
thing.
Bistro, their food is. Have you ever eaten there?
Yes. No, and I've seen you
See?
guys pushing them, and on my Thick Kitchen page, so I do like go around and I try different places and whatever. And I took my mom there when they first opened.
And what'd you think?
They were the nicest people ever,
Yes.
like the sweetest people ever, and like honestly, that adds to your experience.
Well, you can taste the love in the food, though. Can you not?
Yeah, and like she would always be like, how are you doing? Like, do you need this? How's it tasting?
Yep.
And like, and it was amazing. I mean, it's amazing, and
Well,
I
it's
need
genuine.
to go over there.
You know,
Yeah.
people they care.
Yeah.
You can taste that in the
and
food
you can,
for sure.
you can totally.
I could taste that in your cookies. You can put that out there.
Thank you.
Like it's different. You go to a
I don't
restaurant.
even like cookies, and I would eat
Per se,
that
I was at a
whole
restaurant this
thing.
weekend, and I'm not going to name names, but like I had my food and it didn't have silverware. You know.
Do you bring silverware when you?
Well, that's not part of what she does. But I'm
It's
just
a
saying.
jo-
But
He
when you have a person that's there, that the chef's there and cares.
Yes.
Rather than
I think you can tell. You can. She definitely cares. Also, I have a question for you, female to female. Is your hair naturally curly like that?
Yes. Thank my dad. Yeah.
I have to. This is fake. I have to do this.
Oh, that's fake.
Yeah, it's fake. I have to wait. No, ow!
That's real.
I mean, it's
Stuck
my
in-
real.
Oh, I thought it was a wig.
It's my real hair. I just gotta wave it. But
But
look
you
how
had a
pretty hers
weave.
is.
It
She's got
is
the
very
perfect
pretty.
curls.
It's like probably sticking out, but yeah.
No, it looks beautiful.
It's natural.
Jealous.
She's jelly.
Totally jelly.
Let's take a break. And when we come back, let's talk about your private chef events.
Perfect.
Okay, and then also we'll talk about more ways that people get a hold of you and everything else. And yeah, but we'll be right back with
more
Tori
about
and Sue from
food.
Thick Kitchen. Talk a little
Yeah,
bit.
food's my
And we
favorite.
get to what we'll ask her about also.
What?
Like ballpark.
Her picks for
items.
the
What are
XFL?
the best ones to have?
Ooh,
The
I
best
got
type of
so many
ballpark.
ideas.
The best type of ballpark food. If she was the head chef of the Modern Woodman Park, what would she come up with for a signature food item?
All right, don't let her think about it too much.
Luckily, I didn't email her earlier about talking
Yeah,
points. I'm just putting her on
thank
the
you,
spot.
God.
I'm putting her on the spot right
Yeah.
now about it.
All right.
Let's take a break. Go
There you
ahead,
go.
Bomber.
All right. Tim Hernandez wants you to focus on new and fun ways to get fit for yourself and your family. ID Life wants you to be healthier, have more energy, get better sleep, and achieve more focus. ID Life is a health and wellness company that is revolutionizing the industry with customized nutrition. The ID Life name stands for Individually Designed Life and was founded on the principle that no two people are alike, so everyone has unique nutritional needs. Tim Hernandez is your guy in the Quad Cities to offer you personalized guidance that is tailored specifically to your health factors and personal goals. Do you have health problems that may be holding you back? The doctors and scientists develop what nutrients you should be taking and what supplements will benefit you the most. Go to qchealth.idlife.com to sign up for an unconditional, no questions asked 30-day money-back guarantee. Call Tim Hernandez today at 563-508-7221 so he can show you that what makes ID Life different is you.
This is Turk Wendell, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
What are you doing for your 65th birthday, Sharon?
Oh, a cute little picnic with the grandbabies. I'm a bit worried, though. I really need to get enrolled in Medicare and buy a Medicare supplement plan. But there are so many supplement plans out there. It's so complicated.
Aw, don't worry. Health IQ helped me save 24% on a Medicare supplement plan, and it only took a few minutes.
You saved 24%? That's big savings. How'd Health IQ do it?
Their experts know that living a healthy lifestyle is associated with lower rates of heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. So because I'm active, it just makes sense that I should pay less.
An insurance agency that rewards you for living a healthy lifestyle? That's a smart idea. I'm going to healthiq.com now so I can focus on my big day.
Just go to healthiq.com/Medigap to start saving.
healthiq.com/Medigap?
Yep, that's HEALTHIQ.com/MEDIGAP.
Health IQ is an agency offering plans from different insurance carriers. No government or Medicare affiliation, coverage, and special rates not available in all counties or cases.
The Will Kane Show.
Joe Judge became head coach of the New York Giants. As I walked up today in the hallways, Mike A gave me that good to see you smile, but it's more like a wince because Nuno was nearby. We weren't really worried about anger so much as hurt feelings.
It was an apologetic look, like you'd see when you know somebody's had a rough day, like, how you holding up, big guy? How you doing, champ?
Wait a minute. We're all about honesty here. No one's like that. We want to see each other miserable. Like, that's what everyone was hoping for, is that I would be miserable, because it would have just been great for this show, right? Like, I would have to produce this show, and on a Monday after Jason Garrett's just sitting here clapping away, and then I can't even speak.
And just out of curiosity, not for any personal interest of mine or Mike A's or Bubba's, how miserable are you?
The Will Kane Show, 2 till 5 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
G&G Retailers is the Quad Cities gun shop for sales, service, and supplies. Stop in now for their huge tax refund sale. Put your tax refund to work. Now is the time to take advantage of these massive discounts. Browse G&G's extensive selection of pistols, rifles, and shotguns. Take advantage of their in-house gunsmith, and they are now taking orders for hydro dipping. Don't miss this limited tax refund sale. G&G Retailers on the corner of 17th Street and Division in Davenport.
See, very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
Did you see what happened with Kyle Rudolph? Because it reminded me of you for all of the wrong reasons. Kyle Rudolph went to Twitter and pointed out that a media member had asked him for his gloves that he cheated to win the game against the Saints with. And he said, sure, for charity, of course. I'll even sign them for you since it's for charity. And then he gave it to the media member, then saw it being sold on eBay for $375 plus $6 of shipping, and just pointed out that was wrong. And not only is it wrong, it's fireable.
Listen, I have since apologized. I mean,
you apologize? You've been leaving messages on Kyle Rudolph's machine?
Yeah, Rudy.
Charity's the name of my wife.
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Bettendorf's favorite pub is celebrating St. Patrick's Day as only a true Irish pub can. Harrington's Pub in Bettendorf has a full day of frolic before, during, and after the March 14th Bi-State Parade. Celebrate all things Irish with complimentary corned beef and cabbage served at noon. Live entertainment on Saturday featuring Jordan Danielson, Folk and Stages, and everybody's favorite, karaoke. Doors open at 8 a.m. on Saturday. Celebrate St. Patrick's Day at Harrington's Pub on Facebook and behind Cumberland Square, Bettendorf.
Open the ESPN 1170 app to listen live, to win stuff, and to sign up for breaking news alerts. Never miss a thing from the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Welcome back to Don't Hassle for Local here on ESPN 1170.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, we are live in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Done Right TV and Security.
T-Roy's having a tough one, guys.
Tori.
Well, people just do their GD jobs.
All right,
Like
all
Tori
right, all
at
right.
Thick
Tori does her
Kitchen.
job, yeah. Tori's in from Thick Kitchen. That's THICC Kitchen. She is tagged on the post here, Facebook Live. I want to thank everybody for listening and watching on Facebook Live, leaving comments on the Harrington's Pub Facebook Live comment thread. And remind everyone you can listen to us on ESPN1170am.com. And you can also listen on your smartphone. Go download the app at ESPN 1170am, wherever you go, with App Store, Google Play, all that fun stuff. We're talking with Tori from Thick Kitchen. Tori does all kinds of baked goods, pastries, but she also does private chef events. Explain to me what that is.
So basically, someone would come to me with 2 to 12 guests. I can't currently do more than 12 because it's just me. But they could give me a theme of like maybe their dinner party that they're having. I normally do dinners. I have done breakfast, but normally do dinners. Give me a theme, any dietary restrictions, how many people are going to be there, and I can try to come up with 2 to 3 menus, and then they would just essentially choose the menu. And then, a couple hours before you are wanting to have your dinner, I would come and prepare that dinner in their kitchen.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it'd all be served.
Do you clean the kitchen after?
Are you completely judgmental
Yeah.
about the entire process? You're like, this kitchen
Yeah.
is just so wrong. It's all backwards.
Oh, my God.
I know my kitchen is spotless, but after you cook, do you clean up?
Yeah, I mean, yes, yes, essentially I would. And I bring my own pots, pans, all that stuff.
Oh,
too,
wow.
so, yeah.
That's a lot of
She
work.
doesn't have to use your janky
Like
stuff.
T-Roy's house, he built his house, and like Tori goes in, she's like, who designed this kitchen? Like,
That's
all right,
terrible.
thanks, Tori.
I'm
She
sure
would like
there's some small kitchens I've worked in.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you got plenty.
Well, I
got plenty of room for prep and everything because I got
love
to do
counter
it.
space.
And I need to be able
I
to
have a lot of that
move.
too. That's important.
And there's other people I don't want in my
Yeah.
way.
Is there-
WIFE.
No.
Is there a day specifically you will not work?
No.
Okay, because my question is this.
Christmas.
Well, I'm thinking because all right, so Valentine's Day is already gone and went, but like Mother's Day is coming up, and if someone was like, you know what,
Ooh, that's a good
let's
idea.
hire Tori to do a private chef event, just either for like me and my wife or the family or whatever else, and it's on a Sunday.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering.
I'm
if
kicking
you-
my kid out of the house for this. I'm gonna have her screw it up.
Well, 100%. And not to make it about the
bratty
dumb
little
shows
kid.
I watch, but Tori, I thought about your private chef events when watching that show.
I love my kid.
Gosh, what's this? Love Is Blind on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
look
you
at
saw
me
that?
when you're
Yeah,
talking
I
about
saw
it.
it.
Tori's the best.
I've watched it.
So when Gigi and Damien, they had the private chef when he came in.
Oh yeah.
That's when I was like, oh, Tori could do that.
Yeah.
Help
I
me now,
honestly was
God.
watching and I was like, how awkward, because like I normally am like, get out of the kitchen, please.
Yeah.
Like.
And they were
would
making
just
out in
sit-
front of you?
Yeah. And,
What?
and
I
then-
mean, or in
No,
front of the
no.
chef.
they were like having a conversation, like romantic
moment?
conversation, and I'm like, in the
Babe.
show, I'd be like, oh, like,
Maybe they invited you.
how
You guys
how
talk
fast can I
about
get
things,
this done?
Tori.
Yeah, there'd be
Right here. Hi.
Oh, Lord.
We could
See?
add another 20 minutes to the show now. Now that
And
Tori
if you
watches
do
this
have
stuff.
Tori in your house
like
for
we're
a
gonna
private
skip
event,
the lemon
please be
twist on that.
respectful.
yeah, please get out.
I just want everybody to know that I just hired Tori to make both of my children's birthday cakes this year. So,
Well, aren't you first on the list?
I'm sorry?
Aren't you first on the list?
Aren't I always?
Yeah, that's true.
But yes, Mother's Day. Yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah, it's a good idea. And
I
like
don't,
I
well,
said,
and I don't know if I could. I'm doing a pop up. Is that something I could mention?
yeah, what's a
Yeah,
pop- you
yeah,
can
you're
do
doing
a
it at
pop-up.
Crawford?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Wait,
but,
what's a pop up?
So
Pop-up
it's
chef,
basically
dude.
like a mini. So Iron and Grain Coffee in East Moline. It's like by the Rust. It's connected in the same. Yeah.
Mhm.
Streamline Architects. They have a big open floor plan in their place. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they kind of do like a mini little farmers market thing. They've had one once before. I couldn't attend. But this one they're having the Saturday before the Sunday Mother's Day. So Saturday, 9 a.m. to maybe 1. I can't really remember, but it's on my page. It's on their page.
Look into Crawford does it too. Crawford Brewworks. They do some pop-ups as well. That you can.
What is your Facebook link? Like, what is your thing? How do we find you?
Just type in Thick Kitchen.
Thick Kitchen in the header
Yep.
in Facebook.
Yep.
The search bar. Okay, there you go.
And it'll pop up.
I know I'm going to do that. But I have
yeah.
a personal info because I'm cool.
Be there for a pop-up. You can get your mom some goodies, and there's like a candle company, popcorn.
Buy some snacks for your moms.
Yeah, and I think
For
they
your
get more
moms?
as the time goes.
Hey, tell your mother I said hello.
Going back to the private chef thing, so do you have a menu that they pick from? Or
So I customize their menu.
Tell your
Okay.
mother I said
Like whatever
hello.
they're like, hey, I want to have a Hawaiian theme, then I'll make like 3 different menus to choose from.
Okay.
And like, hey, which one suits you? And then, oh, I like this menu, and then I go get everything
Okay,
for it.
going back to what we did before commercial, what if I said I wanted to have like a ballpark food type of menu?
Mhm.
What would you say then from there? What
Oh,
would you
yeah.
say, like, all right, here's what we're going to do? Like,
You have to
ballpark.
have some sort of like Chicago dog. 'Cause
Ooh,
Okay.
That's what I relate.
girl.
That's what I relate to.
What do you put on it?
We gotta have the poppy seed bun. You know, the dill pickle. I don't do relish. It'd be dill pickle.
Yeah.
Tomato.
The
I'm listening.
Little pepper, and
Yeah, you
tomato.
could do some hot pepper.
Give it to mommy.
Salt and pepper, celery salt.
I'm not a fan of celery.
Jalapeno.
That's fine.
Let the chef talk.
A little spice.
Okay, I'll shut up.
I love so like celery seed. I would prefer the tops of the celery, the green parts of the celery, like the little leafy things.
The cilantro app part of the celery?
Screw the celery. Just
Yes.
I like to use those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I use those
you're
in
with
soup.
me. The
Yeah.
taste of the celery.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yes, it's like
I'll
cilantro.
take the greens.
Yeah, I agree. I put that in my soups. It's so good.
She's so
Like a
getting hired.
garnish.
So getting hired. I already got a plan.
Oh my god.
But
She's
yeah,
moving in
you
with
could
me,
do-
so get out of here.
Yeah, so Chicago dog, some sort of nacho-ness going on, a fancy nacho.
Do you okay now let me ask you this because I've had arguments with so many friends.
Mhm.
Do you put nacho cheese on a hot dog?
I mean, in some aspects,
Look at Jay. Look at Daddy Jay. Of course he's gonna be like, that's disgusting.
I feel like if you had some sort of like different styled hot dog, where maybe you like had like
Maybe
French
if you're
fries,
doing a
bacon,
taco
and-
dog, possibly, but I would still rather do my shredded.
Okay, first of all, I disagree with everyone in this room.
Well,
nacho
okay, chili cheese
belongs on everything.
Yeah.
See,
I
then
put it
you-
on my burgers. I put it on my hot dogs. I put it on my nachos. Put it on my potatoes. I put it on everything. Everything.
I mean, I love cheese.
There's just so many other cheeses that are better than nacho cheese.
Nothing is better than nacho cheese.
I would not agree with that.
Well, I like
Yeah.
brie. No,
Well,
my
bomber,
okay. First of all, my
no.
first word was cheese.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was 2 years old. My first word was cheese.
Because you were smiling.
Yeah,
You know,
no.
People are
but
trying
yeah.
to get you to take photos.
No, I used to pound on the fridge and say "mo cheese."
Yeah.
I was a fatty, and cheese is my
I
favorite.
love
I have
cheese.
pictures of me with Velveeta, I used to call it muddy cheese.
See, yeah,
Velveeta,
that's a
just a
problem.
little fat bit.
I mean,
I
all
have a choice.
nacho cheeses is government cheese with spices.
It's government cheese with spices. It's delicious. It's fine.
all
But
right,
I still
well-
haven't met a cheese that I don't like. All of it. All of it. The
I'm
stinkiest,
just
the
saying,
better.
yeah, but there's so
But
many
nacho cheese is just
good melted cheeses.
What do you think you should put nacho cheese on? No. What else?
I mean, you could
What
do
else?
like you could do tacos or like a taco salad maybe with some of the cheese, but
But not
I-
on a hot
for
dog? What about a
ballpark
brat?
menu? I mean, okay, if it was a chili dog, I could see some sort of. I would
All
do
right, you know
a
what?
sharp
We're break-
cheddar.
you
Like
know, we're breaking up. It's over between us. Sorry.
See, a sharp cheddar. See, I love.
Yeah.
I love a good Monterey.
Nacho.
Yeah.
I like all of it,
Yeah,
but just
Monterey
melt it
pepper
and
jack.
pour it all over me. I'm gonna take a bath in it.
I'm like a Gouda, Gruyere, Munster.
What about blue? Do you like blue?
I do like blue cheese. I won't just like eat blue cheese, but it has to be with something like sweet.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Brie.
I like
Brie is
feta.
good.
Love brie.
Brie's my favorite. With,
I
with
love
sweet,
brie.
with like some
A honey pecan.
jalapeno, raspberry jam. Oh,
Yes,
girl, get
See,
it.
I like feta in a salad.
I
with
love
a
Yes,
lot of-
feta's delicious. It's super salty, but it's delicious.
I love feta.
I do too. I eat that straight out of the container.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. When we're doing the, we just want to fight later. So
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what else?
That way we don't have to worry about the nacho cheese.
Yeah, yeah.
What else would go in the ballpark or arena or whatever else type of
some
catered
sort of you could do some
prep
sort of
chef?
fancy popcorn, like zhuzh that popcorn up. I'd say maybe like a corn dog, a fresh fried corn dog.
A fresh
I don't
fried
like corn
corn dog.
I love corn dogs. I love
The breading on a corn dog is gross. It's sweet. It's
You're
not.
having
It's
a
makes
chef
it.
do
Yeah.
it, for God's
do
sakes.
it.
All right,
This is a
yeah.
frozen corn dog.
Yeah, this
Just
isn't-
calm
yeah.
it down.
This isn't gonna be off.
I'm
out of
sure I
some
would like hers because I like her
I'm
cookies.
sure. Well,
thing
then.
they got wheeled in with an F-150 that carried it in. We're gonna
Yeah,
be just
I
fine.
am
Yeah.
excited about having a fresh made corn dog.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Never
Right
had
now.
one. Can you make the breading salty and not sweet, please?
Well, it'd be a mixture. It has to be a little sweet.
I don't like
does.
sweet at all.
It does.
But I
say
do like
a
our
good
cookies, so I'm
Philly,
sure I
a
would
Philly
like
cheesesteak. You have to have some steak in there.
Oh,
a good Philly cheesesteak,
Ooh.
and that could sort of play into
Nacho
There you
cheese.
go.
I wouldn't exactly put nacho cheese, but some
You
sort of
get nacho
melted.
cheese and you get nacho cheese.
Just tell her it's nacho cheese. She'll never know the
Okay. I'll be like some melty, creamy cheese.
Oh, I'm a cheese connoisseur. I could taste it blindfolded. We're doing it. We'll have cheeses in front of us. Jake can put them.
I keep
and
hearing
I will
that.
tell you
Where
exactly what it is.
Where's my eating contest? That was supposed to happen today.
Let's do it. It was just like last
What was
weekend.
it? What do you want to do?
You guys are supposed to bring the Big Macs.
Yeah, you want to do the see how
I'll
many
do
Big
it.
Macs you
I'll
can
do
do.
it. There's nothing I won't do. So let's do it.
Will you throw down a Big Mac?
Yeah, I love.
You want to do on the eating contest with us?
Yeah.
The thing is about McDonald's that the Big
Should we do it
Mac
next
is
Monday?
actually really good.
Yeah, no, I love Big Mac.
Like the whole idea behind the Big Mac.
Should
is
we
like,
do it next Monday?
March Madness on
Yeah,
Monday.
yeah.
Does anybody know anybody at a Big Mac? I mean, a McDonald's that can help us out? Because I'm not really going to go out and pay for 30 Big Macs.
Wait, 30?
Because I don't know how many you're going to eat.
Well,
What's
do
the
you,
over-under?
do you put? I asked them to take the bun out in the middle though.
No, you can't. This is an eating competition,
Well,
girlfriend.
no,
you
no,
are.
the competition. I just asked for no onion because the onion. It gets to the
That
heartburn.
okay,
I know.
I understand, but that
it gets heartburn.
makes
But I like the onion.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like
Take
the flavor.
some Zantac before.
You are not
Well, yeah,
allowed to
that's
take
what I'll
anything
do.
off. That is
Yeah, I
one of the
won't.
rules.
Okay, then I'm.
Yeah, I'll
are
take
they
a
gonna,
Zantac
they're
and
the
we'll do it
normal
all.
Big Macs because remember
The
they
normal,
had like the
yeah, they're
big
flatter
thing,
now.
No, they're just a little bit.
So you gonna come Monday?
I mean, I want to.
Let's do it. I'll work something
Maybe
out.
she has a job or something. that she
Well,
has to do, you know?
this is more important.
She's actually burning company time, her own time here to be here. Which I was like, you sure you want to take time off to hang out with
We're
us?
doing this Monday, Mac.
I like the March Madness a lot. There's a couple things. This all lines up with a lot of things. One, the Joey Chestnut who broke the world record. Okay.
I won't eat.
Oh, I just. Yeah.
I will
We
get my
have a
stomach all proofed out over the
We
weekend.
have
I'm
a
not
friend
eating all weekend.
We have a friend who actually knows him that I need to contact. She's got a brand new podcast that I need to talk about, so I'm going to ask her if it's okay if I use her name. And she actually talks XFL, and we're going to have March Madness on Monday, so we're
She
taking
might
March
like
Madness.
XFL more than you do.
I didn't realize this. Anyway,
She's
March
into
Madness,
it, yeah.
March Madness with the Big Mac. And do you have an idea of how many you think you could eat?
Remember, he did 32 in
did
38 minutes.
38 minutes, yeah.
So my goal is try to do 12.
In 38 minutes, your stomach normally it will tell itself it's full in 20 minutes. So I think you gotta try to shove.
You
it
have
in
to be
20
fast. And we need
Yeah,
bottles
that's
of
what I
water
think.
to
I
dip
think
it
I
in
can
like
get
the
12
Asians.
down.
That's how they
20
win.
minutes?
Like if you keep shoving food, yeah, it takes 20 minutes. 20 minutes for
mine
your stomach,
shuts down
for
way
your stomach
before
to
that.
tell your brain like, hey.
No,
you're done.
and you know I have a secret, and I'm not gonna tell it to y'all, but that's how I win eating contest.
You have a secret that you're going to
I have
hold
a
on to
secret.
for a week?
I'm holding on to it.
Okay.
What? What are you looking down for?
I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I have a secret, and so I'm gonna beat Troy.
All right.
Yep.
You're going to beat me in a Big Mac eating
And I'm
contest.
not taking my shirt off. That is not the secret.
No.
Well, it would,
Actually, that's a
we
good
couldn't
move,
put it
though.
on-
Not
We
gonna
couldn't
lie.
put it on Facebook Live if
Yeah.
that was the case.
Yeah,
Lee. I think we'd get
You
arrested.
would, you would be shut down.
Somehow, some way.
They'd take down all those
Still
promotional
in the
items.
cards,
The building would take down all those promotional items of the
All
show.
that fun I've been having with Mookie today, she'd be like, yeah, huh, sucker.
You should be walking in. You wouldn't be walking out the same way. You'd be like, please, I'm sorry.
Tori,
It'd be my fault though.
I want to thank you so much for one reaching out to the show and saying that you would like to be a part of this nonsense, taking the time and coming in today. Tori's a sponsor of the show, but taking the time and talking with us today and having fun with us. Again, reach out to Thick Kitchen for graduations, a private chef event, weddings, anything that you need, baked goods.
Well, just call and ask her. Maybe she'll do it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
There's
Yeah.
always
I haven't heard her say no yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
And-
really say no.
Yeah, these are
She's trying to get this business going, and
Girl after my own heart. Support local artists.
That's
This is
right.
the deal.
This is an artist, by
Yeah,
the
no,
way.
so thank you for saying
Absolutely.
Food
artist.
artist.
You are an
Yeah,
artist.
absolutely, 100%.
100% an artist.
Yeah, and she does a great job. You're passionate about it, and it's not easy just to come on here with this group, and you did a great job, handling yourself well, and you also real quick, do you want to promote like the food blog thing that you do?
I mean, it's all on the same wheelhouse. It's all on the same page. I try to go to some local food places, coffee shops, bars, all that. Try their stuff out. I take pictures, eat it, enjoy it, and I promote it. I'm all about eating local and supporting.
That's awesome.
Supporting local.
So are we. So basically across the board, just in Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest, look for Thick Kitchen, THICC Kitchen, right?
Yep.
There's not much more than that.
No.
You read it.
Oh, you want to read another one?
You wanna
Lisa?
read another one
She
quickly?
just Jones and read
Tori,
an
thank you
ad.
so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
And we're
Tori,
reading
it was
ad,
so
and we
nice
gotta get
meeting you. I'm
Yes,
super
thank you for
excited to hire
having
you
me.
for my kids'
Yeah.
birthday cakes.
Yes, thank you.
No, thank you. Vans, Pizza and More has just opened near the TBP Plex at corners of Middle and Forest. I don't know how to say that. What is that?
TBK.
Forest Grove Road.
TBK. You guys aren't
He's
from
trying to read my
Illinois.
chicken scratch.
I can't read it. They have outstanding daily specials with that Van's Pizza you love.
That's right, they do, Leah.
Do they? The famous wings. Have you had the wings?
Oh, I have the famous one.
The oh so popular bread nuggets.
And right now, you know they brought back
Salads and baked subs.
the Reuben pizza.
What? The Reuben Pizza.
Reuben
Van's
Pizza.
Pizza and More is a carry-out call-in establishment that can have your pizza hot and ready within 10 minutes. Or you can have it delivered. Delivery area limited, so call ahead to make sure that you qualify. So
And they
call...
just recently added seating.
What? They've seating? More
yeah,
seating?
Yeah, more seating now.
How much more seating?
Got about 20 seats in there, so you can bring the whole team.
That's 4 crews of 5. So call Vans on the go at 563-232-1396. That's Vans Pizza and More, 5023 Competition Drive, Bettendorf.
Enjoy yourselves, Quad Cities.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
He's the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB, Davenport.